We got it. Hello. Sorry, OBS and game's weird with like tabbing between windows and stuff. I might lower the game just a little bit more. Sorry. One moment. Of course, my audio mixer goes on the wrong monitor. Just lower the sound just a tiny bit more. Okay. Looking good, sounding good, I hope. Let me know. Yeah, I'm gonna play some SA2 today. I was actually gonna try and do it last week as well, but just didn't get around to it. It's kind of the best time for me to stream is sort of around this period, like kind of early in the morning for me, and I'm usually, you know, busy like doing other things or trying to work on, you know, I'll work a bit on the video in the morning because I'm writing the script for the next video, which is involving all these Sonic games. And then I'll maybe later on, I'm like, oh, I need to record some footage, and I'm like, oh, I should stream it. But then it's like, oh, but it's like late in the afternoon for me, and for everyone else, because the majority of my audience is in like America or UK and stuff, you know, everyone else is all like gone to bed, you know, like no one's around anymore. So, yeah, I know, it just kind of started out of nowhere. It's basically because I don't want to lock in like a schedule for myself the night before, and then like, because again, it's like 10 a.m. for me. And I was going to stream like an hour ago, but I was just setting stuff up. So yeah, someone asked about mods. I have installed a few mods, a lot of the ones recommended by Pariah from his, he has a big Google spreadsheet of like all the best mods and conversion things to use for every Sonic game. So I got almost all of the ones he suggested for this game from there. This sounds even louder again. I just turned it down and this still sounds pretty loud. Let me just, hold on, sorry. I wish I had 3 monitors sometimes. Sometimes I really wish I had 3 monitors. Okay, back to the game. Before I forget, I need to run a little video idea past everyone. That I had. I mean, I've had before, but it's kind of like last night I was lying in bed and it just suddenly, like, entered my brain. Why have I got the gray bars? Okay. 1 a.m. in Britain right now. Oh my god. Yeah, I just had this thought enter my mind again of like, you know, I wouldn't mind doing as my next video after the Sonic one, I wouldn't mind maybe doing like a comprehensive guide on how I make my videos, like a full in-depth, beginning to end guide of my entire thought process and everything that I do to make my videos. So that would be getting the idea, taking the notes, how I record the footage, like workflow-wise, so like how I do like all my stuff in OBS with like different audio tracks, so that I don't have to worry about computer sounds or Discord sounds or things like interrupting games. Just the way I edit, the pacing of the edit, the way I made like my voice booth in my closet, which is not very comfortable. I'd honestly like a much nicer setup than that, but you know, I gotta get there. It would be a pretty long guide, I think. This would be like pretty full on. Okay, I need to make a new save file because this one's already got stuff in it. How do I like
change the settings?
Change. Yeah. Ah, okay, cool. How am I doing? I'm alright. I've still got a little bit of a cough sometimes. I hope it's not as bad as it was like last week. It's still that thing where like I get up in the morning, I'm okay, I drink my breakfast smoothie, and then I just start like I start coughing, and I don't know why, and then it's like fine for the rest of the day. Not really sure why. Yeah, and I'm sure there's other people out there who have made guides, you know, for how they make their videos and stuff, but I don't know how many people have done I don't know, I guess like one as in-depth as I'm thinking of going in. Like, I'm talking about, like, yeah, audio tracks in video footage, video quality settings for video footage, yeah, workflow of, like, bringing them into OBS, or sorry, bringing them into DaVinci Resolve, the actual editing techniques I use to keep my videos structured and paced well, just all these little things I've picked up over time. I just kind of thought, like, you know what, I would kind of feel good about myself making that, I think. I would feel like I've contributed something worthwhile to help people.
Story select.
That's my hope. Anyway, real quick, I just got to check that my source record plugin works, because I'm recording this footage in the background so I can use it for a video. So I'm gonna turn that on. Yeah, I see the video file appearing on my file explorer. I'm gonna turn it off. The video should be done. Yep, I just need to watch it back, just make sure it's fine. Yeah, that seems fine to me. It's just the game without my face over it, just the game sound. I'm just going to listen back to the stream as well, so I know it sounds good. Yeah, my mic sounds good. All right, we are ready to go. Start the recording for real. There we go. Yeah, we're doing Hero Story because I only really need to. Okay, there might be a mod breaking there that made like the things go gray instead of black. I don't know. Playing Peak? I don't know about that. Hey, this scene should look familiar to anyone who knows me and the Sonic Adventure 2 Reimagined project I worked on. If you guys have seen that, it's like a big multi-animator collaboration thing, and I did this scene with Sonic jumping out the helicopter plane thing. Unfortunately, in the final version of the video, it kind of, the colors came out kind of bad, because I had a green screen transition at the end. The board kind of wiped over the camera, like it's sort of in this shot, like Sonic would spin and it would kind of transition to the next shot. And so I had like a green background to key out, but they keyed it for the entire shot, so they keyed all the green out of the whole shot. So Sonic's eyes and like the shades of blue and stuff are kind of wrong in the final video. But if you watch my well, so you can see I haven't played this game in a long time. Yeah, if you watch my show reel on my fucking hell. You know what? Start again. If you watch my show reel on my separate channel, just my Kalen Beckinsale channel, that has the unfucked version. Sorry, noisy cars driving outside. Yeah, now we're gaming. You know, believe it or not, this did used to be... No. I think this did used to be my favorite or second favorite Sonic game growing up. Like, there was a time when I really loved this game. Well, I'm already fucking up. Did I get the mustache fix working? I can't tell. I think he still has the mustache. I always noticed that, even as a kid, like playing this on GameCube. Kind of hard to see in this angle. What? How did I not get on the rail? There we go. Oh, right. I can't do the... Yep. I was instinctively going to break the box there, but then remembered, nope. I don't have the upgrades. Because this is a Metroidvania now. Not really. And I don't have the bounce attack. Ugh. That was the main reason I needed to just play the whole game again, because Steam didn't archive my... Like, it didn't cloud save from whatever, like, previous computer I would have been playing these games off. So I lost all my... Oh, okay. That ramp always fucking fucks up for me. Where, like, I press jump and it just doesn't go. I thought that was... Oh my god. I thought that was a mod to, make it that Sonic... Oh, okay. Right, need more momentum. They actually do have some element of momentum physics in this game. Yeah, I thought that was a mod that would make it so, like, you could do all... Fucking hell. This is why we need the homing attack reticle. I know it doesn't look great, but it's practical. Dude. What was I even... I'm losing my brain here. I think I was saying, yeah, I just have to replay the whole game because I lost my save file. I mean, I could have just, like, downloaded a thing or, you know, whatever, but I was like, ah, well, I may as well, stream it. For what it's worth, I think the Sonic part of this game is okay. But as you're going to hear from my video, I have a lot of things to say. I have a lot of nuanced points to make. Probably a few that are like kind of familiar, but I personally I can't think of any other videos I've seen that have gone over these things as in-depth as I'm planning to, or at least like making it the focus of my video. Ow. I was expecting a ramp for some reason. I don't remember where the ramps are in this part, because, you know, you can't exactly see them by big. Yeah, so I was using there was like a City Escape overhaul mod or something. I didn't notice a ton of changes in this, but again, I'm not like as familiar with the with this game in general, the original. I think they changed like some of those signs in the background and everything, and like added the fog back and stuff. I'd also miss Ryan. I got to meet him at Sonic Rev last year, and I'll be meeting him again June 30th, Carson Event Center, California. See me there. Sonic Revolution, or Eggman Revolution this year. 2024. We'll be there. Do you think strong remakes of the adventure games have potential to turn these into some of the best Sonic games? I do, actually. But we're talking not Sonic Team making them. Or at least not Sonic Team with the current management and quality that they've been under for, what, the past, like, 20 years? We need to go back to... I mean, to be honest, even Generations, like, the more I go back to Generations, the more I see, like, there's issues here. Like, there's legitimate technical problems that are still in this game. They're just a little harder to spot. Like, in 2D sections in Generations, you're not actually moving in 2D. You're still on a 3D thing where you could kind of, like, rotate Sonic into the foreground, weirdly. Like, you can homing dash into the foreground. Like, jump dash and stuff. It's weird.
It all starts with this.
So, like, Generations has issues, too. But it's still, like, the most polished Sonic Team game. Since, you know, Sonic 3 or whatever. And even Sonic 3, like, has issues. That's why we have Sonic 3 Air. Not just for the widescreen, but to fix, like, all those tiny little things, you know? Did you hear that Sega's going to remake Adventure 1 and 2 Heroes, Ryan Drummond? I've heard the vague rumors and stuff, not with Ryan, though. That's the thing you gotta remember as well, is, like, when, if they do remake these games, it's gonna be this guy doing the voice, where it's gonna be, oh, talk about low-budget flights, oh, no valid feelings? I like being valid better. No, this is not an emulation. This is the PC port with mods running, with a few mods to just clean up stuff. Nothing major, nothing like game-changing, just fixes, cutscene fixes and stuff. I understand if you don't like this game, I just hope Sonic fans don't harass you. Well, yeah, I've already put in at the beginning of the video, like, a little disclaimer part, and I'm kind of like, oh, I don't want to have to include, I don't want to have to, like, halt the video for these few little, hey guys, by the way, just because I'm saying this, it doesn't mean I'm saying this thing that you think I'm saying, you know, that kind of shit. But yeah, I think remakes of these games, if handled by people that actually had the time and, like, energy to invest into doing shit properly, I think they could be good. How's my day going? I mean, I only woke up like an hour or so ago, so it's, you know, morning for me. It's going alright so far. Playing a bit of this to get some footage, and then we'll go back to writing my video for the afternoon. Maybe I'll be back. I probably need to record full playthroughs of, like, Sonic 1, 2, CD, 3, and Knuckles. Or maybe not full playthroughs, but I don't remember her doing that. Just screaming for no reason. Is that in the Dreamcast version? I don't know. If that's like a restored thing. Yeah, I think for these games to be remade, it would require massive changes to make them good. Or they would need to be made very faithfully, in which case they wouldn't be very good. And I think people would play these games in the modern day and be like, okay, dude, this is not, like, if you're gonna remake these games, you need to improve things, you know? And so for me, I think like drastic changes to level design, controls, you know, a bunch of stuff. Like I think you would need to change a lot about these games to remake them properly, to the point that they wouldn't be recognizable. They'd be recognizable as the same games, but they wouldn't be... I think the people who are fans of them would not like the remakes, I guess is what I'm saying. Like, to remake these games in a way that would, I think, please the most people, or like to fix their issues, they would have to be so different that I think the people that like them as they are would not enjoy them anymore. Nope. Oh, right, I can't dig, right, can I? I have to unlock that? Yeah. I do not like what they did to the radar. Everyone knows that. Everyone knows that the radar in this game, you know, but just... I do not like the treasure hunting levels. I do not like the mech shooting. I don't even really love Sonic and Shadow's level design. I mean, Sonic has the better levels than Shadow for sure. But even then, I'm like, come on, I see it. Go down. Okay. Go. No, stop. There we go.
I found him.
Did I get all perfects on that? It's not even that the treasure hunting and mech stuff is bad. Free A rank. I just think... I know some people don't like to hear this, but I think it's fundamentally not Sonic. I think those are the kind of things that would have worked better in like a spin-off game. I'm playing a Sonic game, I want to play Sonic gameplay. And part of my issue with these games is that they're... Even Sonic's gameplay, if you ask me, they're not really Sonic games. In a strictly, like, you know, classic Sonic, like, gameplay direction adapted to 3D, I don't think they adapted Sonic to 3D faithfully. It's a very, like, surface-level recreation of Sonic. And that's, like, fine, but picture yourself as a Sonic fan when Sonic came out and started. Sonic goes to 3D, and then you play it, and you're like, this isn't really what Sonic is about, or how he plays, you know, this is, like, very different. So... I'm trying to come at it from that perspective of not just being like, you know, we're all familiar with these games, we all know how they work, we've all played them already, we're used to their issues. You know, there's not really, like, you know, we're just accepted of like, yeah, that's what Sonic Adventure and stuff's like. But I'm trying to come at it from a perspective of like, imagine what they could have done though, or maybe not even for Sonic Adventure, but what they could have done for the sequels. Like, Sonic Adventure is not a great adaptation of Sonic in 3D, that's fine. They have, you know, 20 years to improve that. And they never did. That's kind of the point of my video I'm working on. Or, like, I still think Generations is a really good Sonic game, and it's, like, the best 3D Sonic game, even though it's like, 75% 2D, so it's kind of like, that sucks. But Generations, to me, is the only, like, 3D Sonic game that still doesn't have, like, any of the classic Sonic elements, really. Like, there's barely any sense of, like, slope physics, pinball stuff, you know, momentum, exploration, really, you know, like, they don't really get any of that stuff. But all the other stuff it does differently, it does so well that I don't mind as much. And that's a thing I'll talk about with, like, aesthetics as well, of how they deviated very strongly from Sonic's original musical identity, too. But I don't mind too much, because the music direction they took the series in, especially in Adventure 1, I actually really like, so I don't even mind that, like, Sonic went into this more kind of rock direction and less of, like, the Japanese jazz fusion, New Jack Swing kind of funk style. I mean, I still want that to come back, and I don't like that it's kind of gone, aside from, like, Mania and fucking hell, and a bit of Superstars. But at least the change they made was still a good change. Like, I don't think it's better than what we had before, but it's just as good. You know, like I love the music of these games. I mean, SA2 not as much. I think SA2 has good music, but it does not beat SA1 for me. First Sonic Adventure is one of my favorite soundtracks of all time. Ow. I can't even remember the last time I like fully played through this game and like all the different characters and stories and shit, having to do the fucking mech shooting. And there's a point I want to make. Ow. There's a point I want to make in my video just about the general, you know, flow. Like I shouldn't, you know, reveal too much, I guess, but obviously the audience of this stream is going to be a lot smaller than when the actual video comes out. Am I going to review Superstars? No, I was initially going to, and I just couldn't be bothered. What is that? What is that to say? The game is like fucking lame and boring. I'll kind of mention it in this video, I think, because I'm going to talk about the classic aesthetic and how it's been lost, and when they try to recreate it, they don't do it properly. And Superstars is a perfect example of that. Oh god, what was my... Okay, right, my point that I want to make. My issue with, like, every 3D Sonic game is they actively kill your flow as much as possible. Like, every action that Sonic can perform removes his speed and momentum. So, like, you jump on an enemy, lose your speed. Homing attack an enemy, lose your speed. You know, all these kind of, like, little things. Jump off a spring, lose your speed. And, like, these were not issues before. They're also not issues in Mario games. When Mario jumps off an enemy in 2D and 3D, he keeps his speed. Why can't Sonic do that? You know, like, it's just that kind of thing. Why aren't the games designed with that in mind? And it's not that they're bad inherently because of that, but there's just like, but why wouldn't you want that? You know, like, how is the game better with that strictness and, like, removal of flow? And the point I want to make is, like, hey, what's, like, the one thing people like about the shooting in Shadow the Hedgehog? It's that, like, it's kind of fast, you know? Like, you can just shoot enemies while you're running, and you don't have to stop. And you keep your flow, you keep your speed. What's the one cool thing with the sword in Sonic and the Black Knight? When Sonic does that, like, homing dash, and then you swing the sword and he turns into, like, a buzzsaw and slices through, like, all the enemies in front of him in a row. That's, like, the one fun part of that game. And it's because it keeps your flow, it keeps your speed, it doesn't halt you. And that's kind of the point I want to make, is like, why not let the, you know, why not let the characters do that? Like, I just don't understand. And yeah, I'm not even really talking about, like, all the other playable characters. I'm mostly just talking about Sonic himself. This is not a Sonic Shitty Friends thing. Like, I love playing as the other characters. Granted, I don't, you know, not as much in a game like this where it's radically different. And it's mandatory. But, yeah. I'm trying to provide a nuanced... What the fuck? I did it, Sonic! Jesus. I'm trying to provide, you know, a nuanced take on 3D Sonic that I'm sure someone out there has kind of gone over before. But so far in my research, I haven't really found anyone who's made a video quite like the one I'm trying to make. Which is good, because I was making it, I was like, wait a minute. I really hope someone else hasn't made this video and I've, like, accidentally regurgitated it in my subconscious, you know? Do I agree with a semi-common assessment that Tails Flight can't work in 3D without being boring? No, I don't think so. I think they can make it work. I think SA1 just... They probably just made it a bit too powerful. They didn't design the levels with it properly as well. I think Knuckles climbing and gliding works in 3D brilliantly as well. Like, that's like a really perfect kind of implementation of a system that already worked in 2D. Same with, like, the spin dash jump. You know, the spin dash jump is so good in Sonic Adventure. Not as much in this game, mostly in SA1. It's so good because it just took what they had in 2D and brought it into 3D, like, pretty flawlessly, for the most part. And it's like, oh, I have so much more room to use this ability now because I'm in the third dimension, and that's why it's great.
Did you write that? Wait for me, Sonic! He's such a brat.
Also, I should probably remind everyone that just, you know, keep in mind, I'm trying to spin dash, come on. Okay. Yeah, keep in mind at the moment, I'm unemployed. I'm not working. Fucking hell. Jesus. Yeah, I'm unemployed. This is like my full-time job at the moment, basically, is just doing YouTube stuff and streaming. And so I really don't want to like e-beg and shit, but just, you know, if you have friends, you want to like share the videos and stuff around to, and like, of course, if you are, you know, able or willing to donate, that's great, thank you, but, you know, like, obviously you don't have to, but just, you know, I'm trying to grow the channel, obviously without being, you know, like a sleazy fucking let's just play the algorithm thing. I'm trying to grow the channel at the moment because I have all this time to dedicate to it before I eventually go back to just like actually working full-time. So just like, yeah, I don't even know what like I'm not trying to like ask anyone necessarily to actually do anything here. But I just want to make that very clear at the moment. Like, the reason there's more stuff coming out, kind of... Oh, thank you very much. Saving throws, £2. Best level, Scar Will Never Die. I do love the music in this stage. I don't really like how automated and linear it is, but I do love the music. Yeah. Hello, that was weird. Yeah, I'm just trying to... I guess just remind everyone of sort of the situation with the channel at the moment. Okay, let's see if I can... Oh, I already fucked it up. I didn't get the spring shortcut. Yeah, I'm not gonna make it to the top. We'll just get the small one. I do think the spin dash in SA1 is too powerful, and I don't like that you can spam it. I don't like, yeah, I don't like that you can just mash it. It's basically the boost. I don't like that you can just do it while moving as well. I think you should have to come to a stop. And this is a thing you usually see, like, you know, like even in Utopia, like I was just playing Utopia a little bit last stream, and fucking hell. And in Utopia, instead of making it a spin dash button, they made it a like a crouch button. So you hold that while moving to roll, or you come to a stop, crouch, mash, jump to spin dash. And I think that works perfectly. Like, I don't see why they couldn't have done that in 3D, but, you know, whatever. Just an annoying thing that we never got in, like, the official games. My god, guys, it's the part!
So far, so good. Hey, that's... That blue hedgehog again, of all places.
Have I checked out Sonic Advance X? I might have seen that yesterday, actually. Did they post, like, an Amy gameplay thing? She was, like, vaulting around with her hammer. It looked really cool. If that's what I'm thinking of, then yes, I have seen it, and it looked really cool.
There's no time to play games.
Yeah, there is another way of doing it. I forget where I've seen it, but there is another thing where, yeah, like, I think you just kind of, you tap to roll while moving, or, like, hold to start a spin dash, and, like, that works too. I just think it's really dumb that you can't roll in these games. You have to spin dash. These bosses fucking suck. Don't I have to, like, get behind him? Come on, bitch. Nope. Nope. Why does he go low poly? Like his LODs are way too strong.
Oh, I see. So you're not just a hedgehog.
Come on. There's probably an easy strat to this, but I gotta...
Bad for an imposter. Do you know who I am?
If you stand still, he does nothing. I don't like the somersault. I think it's so pointless. Just roll. Like, just let him spin that. Like, just roll, curl, under, you know. I don't understand.
Shadow, what are you doing? Hurry and get back here right now before the...
Yeah, and Tails and Knuckles can roll, but not Sonic. Yeah, I know. It's really weird. Also another good song.
Gotta get out of here. Find Amy and Tails. Right away.
I still think it's really funny. It's really funny the way Sonic fans at the moment like talk about the current voice actors. Oh, guys, come on! Don't be so harsh on Roger. Look, he's still the new Sonic. Like, you know, I mean, he's, you know, just give him time. He'll be good the next game, even though he's been Sonic longer than all the other Sonic voices like combined. Oh, I hate this part. The homing attack here never quite reaches. Again, homing reticule kind of necessary, I think, if they're gonna implement the homing attack. I think they need to give you a clear visual that your homing attack's actually gonna register. But yeah, like, you know, people be like really hard on the voice acting in these games, and like, yeah, the acting part is not great. I think the voices are good, but the acting isn't outstanding. But like, they had quite literally like no direction. You know, very different back then. They were directed by like Japanese people who weren't even speaking English to them. Didn't really know what they wanted necessarily. All this kind of stuff. And, you know, the scenes are obviously cut together, like, really poorly with, like, all these long, like, awkward holds and shit. And, yeah, I just find it... I don't know, I just find it funny that in the era we are in now, that it's still like, no, guys, you know, it'll be good next time. Trust me, I swear. Like, they treat the current cast as if they're still, like, these newbies. It's very funny. Like, these inexperienced little guys. I'm like, dude, if you don't like the voices, like, just, you're allowed to just not like the voices. I don't care what direction or, you know, script is given to Roger as the voice of Sonic. I do not think his voice works for the character. And nothing is going to change my mind of that. Ryan Drummond is still the only Sonic to me, really. I never knew for the longest time that you could, like, yeah, hold one of the buttons to dive off that. Ah. Sonic Twitter infantilizes Sega to an unhealthy degree. Yeah, I think I agree. That's what I said in the Frontiers video. People treat Sonic Team as if they're these, like, genius visionaries. But then, like, they treat them like children as well. Like, they have to tell, oh, here's how you make a Sonic game, guys. Like, or they excuse every tiny little mistake as if they're, like, these little dummies and stuff. And I just think, like, wait, I thought you thought they were geniuses, but you're treating them like children. Sonic producer says the films are going to have Avengers-level events. Big, exciting stories have a lot of different characters. They think Sonic is as big as Marvel. Well, maybe not. I don't think they think Sonic's as big as Marvel, but they think they can tackle the same shared, you know, big universe, cinematic universe bullshit thing. I don't like that. The Sonic movie, I mean, maybe if the movies were good, you know, maybe that'd be okay, but I'm really sick of everyone trying to be like Marvel. Alright. Now just to glide around aimlessly until the radar goes off. That's my thing, like, the idea of, like, treasure hunting Knuckles gameplay stuff is not, like, inherently awful. But not as a mandatory part of a Sonic game, of, like, a mainline Sonic game where you play Sonic. And also not in the way they did it here. I think it should be less about just aimlessly exploring until the radar goes off, and it should be more about following environmental, like, context clues, like a Metroidvania kind of thing, or like a Zelda dungeon, to find stuff and figure it out, rather than just this hot-cold thing. This is, like, really basic. Because I still love the idea, like, a Knuckles Metroidvania set on Angel Island, digging through walls and shit. Like, I think that'd be so cool. Actually, and speaking of Metroid, I mean, I'm a little worried on like what the audience turnout would be for this because it's not Sonic. But I might, hello, I might stream a bit of Metroid Prime at some point as well, because part of my video I'm going to be using Metroid Prime as an example of like another series that went 3D and like had to make a lot of changes. So I might stream some Metroid Prime. Because it's like, I could just play it off stream and record it normally, but I would hope that I would get a decent turnout for a Metroid Prime stream. You know, Sonic is obviously a huge element of the channel because that's where the most, like, of the audience is. But I'm a huge Metroid fan. I've covered Metroid in the past. And like Bayonetta and all that stuff. You know, there's other things. You know, this next video I'm gonna do will be Sonic, but then after this, I'm probably not gonna be doing any Sonic videos for a while. That's also assuming, like, for all I know, this next video might be the last video I do for ages, because I might land another job. You know, I might hear back from my other studio saying, like, hey, we've got work again, you can come back and, you know, earn money again. Or, you know, I'll get an offer from another place, hey, we're doing this project, we think you'd be good for it. And, you know, if it's good, I'm be like, well, I have to, like, I'm going to need to go back to work eventually. Unless the YouTube channel suddenly blows up. And I should say that the Penny's Big Breakaway video has done surprisingly well. Like, at the moment, it's the best video launch I've ever had. With like 27,000 views in like 2 weeks. Which is pretty good for me. That's better than the Sonic Frontiers video and the Bayonetta 3 video. So very happy about that, but it's starting to taper off now. And yeah, I really didn't think that video was going to do so well because it's not Sonic directly. So I'm very happy about it, but it's still nowhere near enough for this to be something I can survive off. Like, to put it in perspective, the money that I got from the Penny video and doing a few streams this past month where people have donated quite generously, is not even enough money to pay off like 1 week's rent for me. And I don't even have to pay that much rent because we're like splitting. I'm in a house with, you know, 5 people including me, and we all split the rent. So, you know, I'm not even having to pay that much. And yeah, but what I make off YouTube is just not enough to cover any of that stuff. So just living off my savings at the moment and trying to like, you know, earn a little bit back and then grow the channel a bit more, and like just see how good I can get it, you know, by the time I eventually just have to go back to work. Sorry, I know I'm not talking about Sonic right now, but you know, just talking about future sort of video stuff. And yeah, I don't know, I kind of like the idea of doing like a video about how, like a tutorial kind of how I make my videos thing, but I don't know how well it would do. That's the only problem, because it would be quite a lot of work. I mean, I actually think it would be the easiest script I'd ever have to write, because I know exactly what I want to say. That's the hardest part for me making all these videos, man, is just the writing. It's just like, what do I actually want to say? There we go.
I found him.
What do I think is better, this game or Sonic Adventure? I like Adventure 1 a little bit more. I like the music more. I like the visual aesthetic more. I don't like the more realistic look this game went for, especially with like the human designs. Think you'll ever cover the Metroid games? Yeah, for sure. Oh, I'd totally do a Prime 4 video. Yeah, fuck yeah. I have done... I don't know if you've seen the Metroid Dread segment of my Best and Worst of 2021 video, but yeah, you should watch that if you haven't. I do have a dedicated like 20-minute chunk about Metroid Dread in that video, if you haven't already seen it. But yeah, writing these videos is the hardest part. It's just that, like, gathering my thoughts. What do I want to say? How do I want to say it? How do I structure it well so it's paced well? I'm not repeating myself. My thoughts are, like, insightful and interesting and not just surface level observations. So the first level is Emerald Coast, and then the second level is Windy Valley, or like, I don't just want to repeat information. Like, it's a critique, it's a review. I'm supposed to be providing insight, you know, like some level of critical analysis, not just telling you, so then Eggman blows up the moon. Like, oh, thanks, I didn't know that. You know, and because most people watching the video have played the fucking game. You know, let's just be honest here. Do you think we'll get the reveal for Prime 4? Reveal only if they announce the Switch 2 this year. Because I think Prime 4, it's got to be a Switch 2 game. There's no way it's coming out on the original Switch. I'll be mad if it comes out for the original Switch. Or at least if it's, like, held back by the original Switch.
Look, half of the moon is gone.
Ashman, 25 Canadian. Thank you so much, dude. Thank you. Like, seriously, thank you very much. Yeah, I remember watching the stream on off while at work. Was wondering between the shared character theme songs between SA1 and 2, which do you prefer? SA1, I like It Doesn't Matter more. I don't dislike the SA2 version. I like the SA2 version as well. I think the lyrical flow kind of makes more sense in the SA2 version. Because you get, like... Oh, wait, or am I getting them mixed up now? I don't know. I like the SA1 version more, but the SA2 one's okay. Trying to remember all the other themes. SA1, Unknown from Emmy, I like more. I don't even remember. See, honestly, I don't even listen to the SA2 themes. I don't like Sonic Adventure 2 soundtrack anywhere near as much as SA1. Like, the tracks I listen to in Adventure 2 are just, like, a select few that I really like. I also don't, like, listen to Sonic music all the time. I mean, when I was younger, I did. Because it was, like, the only fucking music I cared about. It was just, like, video game music. But now, I'm mostly listening to my giant, like, jazz playlist. Which has Sonic stuff in it. But, I'm usually not listening to Sonic music. But I need to rebuild my giant, like, Sonic playlist that I had on Spotify. Because I use YouTube Music now. So I need to rebuild my giant, like, Sonic selections playlist. Listen to a lot of Cassiopeia? Yeah, they're good. Personally, I haven't found a ton of their songs that I've liked as much as T-Square and Dimension. T-Square is definitely my favorite at the moment. They just have, like, basically every song I listen to, even if it's not quite as, like, high energy as I'd usually like, they're still really fucking good, and I really enjoy them. They just have the most, like, quintessential jazz fusion video gamey sound to me. Dimension's really good as well. Dimension's more of, like, the Mario Kart 8 stuff, because they literally did the Mario Kart 8 soundtrack. Ow. But yeah, Cassiopeia, there's a few of them, there's a few of their songs I do really like, but a lot of them I'm like, this isn't quite grabbing me as much. They don't usually have as much of the jazz sound. Like, they don't usually have the, like, saxophone or, like, piano as much as T-Square does. They're usually a lot more on the guitar, I've noticed, which is probably why I'm not as interested in some of their stuff. I love their like, collab concert with T-Square though. Like T-Square and T-Square X Cassiopeia and T-Square and Dimension. Like, when they play together, holy shit! It's like some of the best live music I've ever heard. Obviously, I haven't heard it live because, you know, they're in Japan. But yeah, that's the kind of shit I'm listening to all the time, and that is like pure, like, Japanese 90s video games to me, is that their style of music. Just all the time, all I think of when I hear their music is like, this sounds like a video game, like a really good video game soundtrack, because all these fucking, like, classic video games, Mario and Sonic, Street Fighter, everyone, was all very clearly inspired by their music. You can hear it. Like, you can literally hear fucking, like, Guile's theme in Travelers, I think, the T-Square song Travelers, and then the Mario 1, like, overworld theme is in Sister Marion. Lava Reef Zone, you can hear in, I forget the song, but there's a very similar kind of tune and sound. I mean, obviously it's like you don't necessarily know how direct those influences are, but Koji Kondo, I know, has said he was influenced by T-Square. And yeah, as for the other, like, vocal themes, I mean, yeah, I think I said last stream, I do unironically, well, yeah, I unironically like Amy's theme, My Sweet Passion. The lyrics and everything are shit, like, they're not good. But I do really like the instrumentation. I love the melody, I love the brass backing to it. Same with Unknown from ME for Knuckles, like, the song, the rap is so fucking bad. And I mean, I'm gonna say that about any rap, because I fucking hate rap music. But the like saxophone shit in that song is really good. Does this thing fall? Yeah, it does. Okay. And I mean, I like Eggman's, like EGGMAN. I like the Doc Robotnik mix from Shadow the Hedgehog. Never cared that much for Shadow's theme or Rouge's theme. I love Gamma's theme. Big's theme is, again, like, cringe but enjoyable. What do you think of the Sonic Runners OST? I fucking love it. How am I getting these A ranks first run? I thought these levels are built that, like, you have to replay them with the upgrades to even get the A ranks. The live rendition of Fight Man is amazing. Fuck yeah, that is so good. I think that was one of the first live ones I saw where I was like, holy shit. This is fucking... Oh, great. I fucking hate this level. Yeah, Little Big Wave. I can send my, like, giant fucking jazz playlist if you want. It was originally meant as, like, a more cataloged version. Like, I had this giant jazz playlist. It was like 1,000 songs. And I wanted to make, like, a more refined one where I was just handpicking, like, my real favorites. Because after a while, after, like, a few years, you sort of like, you find yourself skipping a few songs often. You're like, I don't really like this one as much anymore. So I made, like, a more refined one, and then eventually I started listening to fucking jazz fusion shit all the time. And every single song, I was like, well, this is going in the, like, the more handpicked selected one, because all of these are so good. So it's kind of become... Like, the first half of the playlist is, like, more of my actual jazz shit. And then the second half is just all jazz fusion. That's where, like, all my jazz fusion is. Where the fuck? I hate this level so much. I need to get the fucking air necklace. I'm gonna drown already. Bye-bye. Thoughts on the Sonic corporate slop era we're in? I'm not a fucking fan of it. No, I can't really think of any exceptions to rap. I just, like, rap that I've enjoyed, I genuinely, like, just do not. I like music for the music. You know, like, yes, it's nice when a song has, like, cool vocals and stuff. But the thing for me with rap is it just, and it's a very blanket statement, I'm aware, I know people are still fucking mad at me when I said screamo vocals and dubstep about Frontiers. But rap, to me, you know, the focus is on the lyrics, and not much else. And so to me, what I hear in a lot of rap is just... Yeah, and it's just like this most basic fucking beat with someone like talking over it, and I'm like, where's the music? Like I want the music, you know? Like I totally understand if you really value like the lyrical part, like I get it, but to me I'm like, yeah, but that's poetry. Like yes, it is part of music, but I'm in music for the music part, for the instruments, the band playing together. I don't really care as much about the lyrical component. I mean, obviously good lyrics are nice, you know, for a vocal song, but like, I mean, part of all that fucking jazz fusion shit I'm listening to, why it's so good is there's no lyrics, it's just the band playing together, and it sounds fucking sick. Hi, Big. Okay, isn't the air necklace, like, through here? I don't remember. See, everyone says that. Everyone says you're not listening to the right stuff, and I get that. But every single time someone's like, dude, listen to this. I'm like, this is shit. I'm sorry. Like, I don't like this. It's the same. It all sounds the fucking same to me. And I know there's differences, but to me, it genuinely all sounds exactly the same. I do not, like, I can appreciate, like, the wordplay and shit, I just don't really care. Okay, how do I get in there? I don't remember. I genuinely do not remember how to get the air necklace. I'm pretty sure it's down in there. Yeah, I care about the melody and instrumentation, not the guy singing over the song. I guess it doesn't super matter if I get the air necklace now anyway, though, because, like, I can just come back to this level before I do Lost Story, which I don't even know if I'm not going to be streaming it today. And I don't even think I need footage of that at the moment anyway, so... you know, like, the Knuckles raps, to me, are kind of guilty pleasures only because of the backing melody, which is not even the rap part. It's not even composed by Humid P. That's not even his contribution. That's like a... Was it Otani? Or no? Because it wasn't Jun Senoi, right? Someone... Oh, Bime... Oh, I don't remember the name. I think they did the melody. Okay, here we go. Go. Yeah, I like the instrumentation of, like, Death Chamber. I think Death Chamber's got a really nice, like, saxophone solo and shit's got a really nice sound to it. I just fucking, like, I don't like the... Yo, Sonic, what are you doing, man? I heard you were on a quest for the Master Emerald. Like, I mean, it's funny. It's very funny, and that adds, like, an ironic enjoyment to it. But, it's fucking embarrassing. I just like the music part. Yeah, Fume Kumatani? Yeah, I think that's right. I think they did a bunch of the music in this. Yeah, it has been a lot of like, oh yeah, dude, listen to this, and I'm just like, I'm sorry, man, this is like... I don't like it. Yeah, Hunted P is a hunted piece of shit. Which I could kind of infer, like, years before that, when he did an interview with FTCR, and he just... You could tell he had, like, this massive fucking ego, where he seriously thought that, like, the reason people love Sonic Adventure 2 is just because of his fucking rap music. Which he, like, made in a day or something. I mean, not that discredits the work, but, like... You know, he didn't do the backing, like, instrument parts, the one thing. He just did the lyrics. I don't think he realizes the amount of people that like these ironically. I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of people who like them unironically. Would I rather listen to modern American country or 90s rap? Oh... Oh, that's fucking hard. Okay, I think I need to raise the water to do this. Because I don't like country music either. But I don't have as much of a passionate hatred for it, though. Maybe that's just because I don't hear it as much. Because rap is everywhere. Rap is so fucking popular. And it fucking drives me insane having to hear it. Like, I don't like it. Every time I hear it, I'm just like, oh, fuck off. Whereas country music, I don't really hear very often at all, so I don't know. I really don't know. Oh, no, okay, I need to raise the water again. Lol. This level fucking sucks. Don't call me Knuckles. What? Why does he say that? Oh, but now this... Oh, wait, no, maybe it's down here, though. Okay.
It's closer.
Where? Where? Is it up there? Where is it? Okay, use the fucking... Oh, the hint thing's not really gonna help, is it? Can I even... I can't even do it. You into Soul and Pimp Sessions? Not heard of them. Or Soil and Pimp Sessions? No, I haven't heard of them before. What are my thoughts on the peak tiers boss music? I don't like it. To be honest though, I haven't actually... What the fuck? Hello? Okay. I haven't actually listened to the Frontiers boss music on its own, because I don't like it. So I've only ever just heard it in the boss fights. I have been meaning to go and just like, you know, just listen to it on its own and just see what I think. Because in principle, I feel like if it at least didn't have the fucking like the guy screaming over shit, I would probably enjoy them. Because I like the Metal Gear Rising boss music, and I like Devil Trigger and Bury the Light and stuff in DMC5. I don't like Dante's boss theme though. I don't like Dante's fight theme, and again that's because it's fucking like screamy shit. Okay, hold on. I'm fucking confused. Where is this fucking thing? I hate this level. It's so shit. Yeah, because like I like some of those other songs. I just don't like. I just don't really like the Frontiers music. And part of me is because it just I don't feel like it fits Sonic, and it certainly doesn't fit the. Where am I? There we go. It certainly doesn't fit the really shitty presentation of those bosses. Like they're not as cool as they think they are. You know, like if you took out the music, and I mean you could say this for like a lot of things, but if you took out the fucking hype, screaming music, I don't think those bosses would be anywhere near as well received as they are currently. And again, like, well, duh, presentation, you know, music's important. I totally get that. But maybe people would see the gameplay for what it actually is, which is shit. What the fuck? Oh my god, what is happening? What the fuck? What is going on? I'm like hitting an invisible fucking thing in the wall. Some of the island stuff, yeah, like just the ambient piano stuff, like it's fine. Again, I haven't listened to it on its own because none of it really like grabbed me, but I do like just, you know, nice piano music. I usually like more like upbeat stuff though. Like that's why I listen to jazz fusion stuff, is I like when the piano is like crazy, like Sonic CD, Stardust Speedway, Quartz Squadron and stuff, where it's like a guy going fucking crazy on the piano. Do you think the next... Oh, sorry, I can't get up there on level 2, you have to make it... Oh, right, okay, yeah. Sorry, I can't really pay super attention to chat while also trying to play. Get on there. Okay. Yeah, my bad.
If you throw the switch, the water level might change. Try it.
It's just weird because like it looks like you should be able to still get on the pulley from there. It's the kind of thing where like they probably should have made that a bit. The pulleys should have been like moved up more or something, so it's like more obvious that you can't reach them. Yeah, do I think the next Sonic game should have a popular J-pop artist make the music? Not necessarily. I don't think that was like the sole focus of what made Sonic good. It just needs stronger musical direction in general. I don't think it has to be like a Dreams Come True equivalent. Okay, no, is it down? What the fuck? I'm so confused because it was red earlier in this area. Is it up there? Yeah, this level fucking stinks. Just reset? Alright. Oh. Where?
It's closer.
Oh, what the fuck? Hold on. Over here? It went red for a sec. Oh. Oh, fuck, but it restarts the... Oh, okay. If I died instead of resetting, okay. Fuck, well, sorry, that's my bad for misunderstanding. Have I heard the Virtual Sonic album? I think I've heard some of it, but I haven't, like, actively, listened to it in, like, a very long time. Well, I still have the air necklace, so that's good. Oh, I fucking hate this shitty level. I don't find this hot-cold thing interesting. Like, there's no, like, environmental, like, puzzle solving, really. You're just following the pathways in front of you until the thing goes green. And, you know, in yellow and red. Like, it's not... I don't think it's very interesting. I think there's a lot more you could have done to make something like this, fun. Like, make the exploration fun. And I know there's people who like the treasure hunting levels. I fucking don't. I mean, I don't mind the smaller ones, but I would not play them if I didn't have to. If I could just skip everything and, like, just play as Sonic, then I probably would. What are the albums and artists I'd recommend to check out Sonic's musical inspirations? I mean, T-Square is a good one. There's a few of their songs sound more Sonic-y than others. There's some that sound a lot more Mario-y. But that's definitely one of them. I'm sure there's plenty more I wouldn't really know of. I'm no expert on music at all. I really don't have the understanding of music. I don't have the terminology to describe things properly. Three skulls arguing. That really doesn't help much. Oh, you. Oh. A room behind the caution sign. That warns about... Oh, okay. Oh, up here, okay. Oh, but I need to change the water, or... Oh, no. Okay. Fuck camera. Okay. In here somewhere? Oh. There we go. Aye. Do you like any Western video game composers? Yeah. Who's the guy who did, like, Abzu and I think it's Austin Wintory? I think he's got really nice music. The guy, Gareth Coker, I think, who did, Ori and, like, Ark and stuff. He's got really nice music. I'm trying to think of Western game composers who, like, I actively listen to a lot. I don't really... I mean, T-Lopes, I guess. Because a lot of it is Japanese. And that's not, like, an intentional, you know, bias thing. It's just that just happens to be where a lot of the music is that I really like. Well, British is Western. British is still Western. Yeah, David Wise, and, why am I forgetting the other one? Use water level 3? Thoughts on playing Pizza Tower live? I already have. There is a stream where I played a bit of Pizza Tower a few weeks ago. Check it out there. I would like to play more, though. I want to play the noise update, because I want to play that just anyway, and I figured, like, oh, well, I should probably stream it. What do I think of the Knuckles show that doesn't have any new Sonic characters? I don't give a shit about that stupid junk. The Knuckles show is going to be bad because it is a Sonic movie product. So, like, of course it's not going to be good. And of course it's not going to have fucking shit to do with Sonic. Guys, he's eating grapes! That's a thing that I know that Knuckles does. Holy shit. I don't care. Oh, guys, it says Flames of Disaster. Holy shit. Don't give a fuck. And also, it's Paramount. I would avoid supporting them if possible. They are, funding genocide. Fucking finally. Ay, ay, ay.
I have to try
Knuckles and the Chipmunks. Paramount are funding Israel in the current genocide of Palestinians. So
There always seems to be a lot of police around when you don't need
yeah, I would not,
Tails,
you
any
know,
news yet?
I would avoid giving them money.
Reason, I'm not getting a signal from the
And also,
Sega
I don't like the Sonic movies, so I don't want to give them money anyway.
and took the emeralds into outer space. Outer space? Knuckles!
Hey guys, long time no see. I must have got lost in the mines. Looking for the Master Emerald pieces was tougher than I thought it would
Why
be.
does he just show up?
Where are we anyway? Hey, where you going?
Move aside, Knuckles! I managed to find the transcripts between Eggman and the President in the government computer.
Not everyone has the courage. Oh, I mean, just
If we get into the
it should be
we
brought
can
up,
trace the
you
call
know.
to find Eggman.
Okay, let's meet up there.
Hey! Wait for me,
I've donated a couple times to a few charities to help for that stuff, like hoping that I'm always worried though donating to charities just because like I want to make sure it's actually like going to the right to the right people. So that's always my hesitancy is you see all these things, oh, there's charity, and I'm always like, I want to, like, this sounds good, but I just, you kind of need to, like, check, do all this research to, like, make sure that, like, this does actually seem like a verifiably true fucking thing. I remember doing all the A ranks for this game on the GameCube version, and I think the PS3 version. No, maybe it's the PS3 version. And these fucking shitty race levels, trying to get the A ranks on these, I remember it was very annoying. Oh, don't hit the walls. Yeah, was that one of them? Holy shit. That's probably one of the ones I'm thinking of. Or maybe like a hard mode thing or something. Yeah, I just remember it. I just remember this level being a huge pain.
Tails, did you find the president?
Almost, Sonic.
It's the thing, I fucking hate that this game has Tails in a fucking mech cart chasing the President of the United States. It's so fucking dumb. And not quite the cheesy dumb that that I would want in Sonic. I mean, it is cheesy dumb, but it is also just like, God, what the fuck? Like, I don't, I'm fine. I've always said that, like, Sonic has been on Earth and lives, there's humans, like, they exist. Doesn't necessarily mean I want the humans to be, like, and cities and presidents and shit to be, like, the focus of the fucking game. I mean, they're not the focus, but they don't need to be, like, a prominent part. They can just be. Or at least, you know, make them stylized like Adventure 1 and Unleashed. God, I remember, yeah, you get to this part and the president's like car is up here, and if you're doing like the A rank thing, like your time is like just, and you're like, no, 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 like go, 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 like you're trying to get to that threshold to get the A rank. It sucks.
Yeah, I found the president.
I thought you didn't like the adventure games. Not particularly. I think they're okay. There's elements about them I really like, and there's a lot of elements I don't like. That's why I'm playing this, is to get footage for a video I'm making about 3D Sonic in general. What do I think of Warhammer 40k? I don't know anything about it.
Mr. President, reports show that since the incident 3 hours ago, the country is in turmoil. Our financial communities are impacted.
Never A-ranked
and our satellite
everything,
communications
even
are
with
down.
200
An
hours.
emergency meeting has been called.
I definitely did a lot of the Chow Garden as a kid as well on GameCube. I loved the Chow Garden at the time. I wouldn't be able to do it now though, it's too grindy, too boring, time wasting.
Exactly just what is it that you want? Dr. Eggman.
Well, let's just get down to business then, shall we, Mr. President? I won't bore you with all the details since I know you are a very busy man. Mr. President, my demands are quite simple. Surrender to the Eggman Empire and make no attempts to resist. Otherwise...
Yeah, after the Sonic video,
Otherwise,
and then after maybe making like that kind of tutorial video on how I make my videos, which again I think would be kind of fun to make and probably wouldn't take me that long. Like it might be a long video, but I don't think it would take me as long to make because I know what to say, like I know what to write. Other than that, I'm not sure what I'd do next. I have to find another thing to cover. And hopefully one that, you know, people will watch, because again, it's like, I need I need money. I need to grow the channel. I'm earning no money right now. Well, I'm earning the tiny bit I get off YouTube, and that's it.
Okay, let's move it.
Wait up, Sonic!
hey you, wait!
Mr. President, we're receiving an incoming signal from our agent.
No way. Who could that be? Play the other story to find out.
Inside that pyramid?
I saw Eggman go inside the pyramid. And more importantly, I saw that Batgirl go inside with him as well. Well, you saw them too, right?
Well, yeah.
We should be able to get into outer space from there.
They just like,
I don't know what this space colony is all about.
they just
but
get here and he's like, oh yeah, I saw them go
and they
inside.
kick their imperial
All
butts.
right.
I'll go and find the entrance.
Yes, Sonic should stay a cartoon series because Sonic is a cartoon. I do not think this game is a great story. I like some of what it's going for, and I really don't like a lot of the rest.
Okay.
Maybe it would be better in like Japanese, something, I don't know. But I don't know, this story is pretty weak. Held together with fucking glue and duct tape.
Okay.
Is there anything even like in these? I don't remember. God, I haven't played this level in fucking ages. It's like, if I was ever revisiting SA2, I would just load up my save file and only play the Sonic levels.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
It's down here. I'm so fucking scared I'm gonna fall off something and die. Oh. Ah, fucking hell, I hate that shit, man. They do that a lot in this game. I'm sorry, guys. I know maybe by Sonic standards this is considered some amazing narrative, but I don't see it. I don't hold Sonic games by their own little Sonic bubble standard. I treat Sonic games like I would treat anything else. And nothing about these games really sells like this amazing narrative thing for me. Sonic 3 probably has the best Sonic story because it's so simple and wordless. And it's not because of those things on its own that they're good. I'm not saying Sonic games can't have dialogue and cutscenes and stuff, but I think they're very over-reliant on them for exposition and just, well, we need to have cutscenes because that's what we do in Sonic games. We have cutscenes all the time, and I just don't think it's necessary, like in every situation. Just, I want to play the game. Let me get to the gameplay. Yes, I want a story. I do agree. I'm not one of those people that's like, there should be no story in Sonic. Absolutely not. I think the story is some of the fundamental appeal of Sonic compared to, you know, like a Mario thing. That doesn't really have like a narrative. Or a narrative focus, anyway. So I absolutely agree Sonic games should have some element, some like strong kind of narrative element, but just not, I don't know. It's a very difficult thing to describe and get right. There's an upgrade in every level, right? For the characters. I don't remember what the upgrade is here, or if I even get it on the first playthrough. But like, oh. Not every level? Yeah, Sonic Rush Adventure has, like, an alright little narrative arc thing for the characters. The main problem, I think, with this game is just that, like, on a fundamental, like, more kind of plot level, there is a lot of shit that just doesn't fucking make, like, any sense. And I wouldn't normally complain about that stuff. I don't like doing the CinemaSins thing of like plot hole dings and shit. Like, I don't really care about that. But when it gets so bad that it really just like interrupts the pace and like flow and enjoyment of the story, then it's kind of an issue. There's nothing like over here. Oh, okay. Can't wait to see the video you're making. Aside from the gameplay, I'm most interested to hear you talk about the aesthetics, because I hate how far it's strayed away from the original games. Yeah, so that's actually the one part I haven't even started really writing yet, is the aesthetic part. I've only been writing about gameplay, so I need to like really cut that part down and then write the aesthetics section as well. But yeah, just kind of talking about how like Sonic Adventure, you know, started straying away from the foundations of Sonic a bit. And I don't mind it too much in that game, but it, you know, it set a precedent. It sort of, yeah, began a trend that would get worse, you know, starting from this game. Heroes, not as much. I actually really like the way Heroes looks, and like the tone. The tone of Heroes is a little too kiddie, but in general, I enjoy a lot of the things that Heroes did. I don't think Heroes is a good game. I don't like playing it, but I think it did quite a lot right. And it's annoying that they immediately backtracked it in the next game. Just visually, I like Heroes a lot. I mean, obviously, I like the music, just like all these games. I like the less dire fucking tone they're going for. Self-serious shit. I like the narrative pacing. They don't waste your time with like these really long cutscenes. You know, I like all that stuff. Yeah, I don't think Sonic Heroes is a good game. but there's things about it that I like. See, part of why I needed to replay the whole game was to get to this level to get the bounce attack, because I need to talk about it in the video, and how I think the bounce attack in this game is such a missed potential for Sonic. Oh, right, I already got it, okay. Because the bounce bracelet in this game is just a worse version of the, is a worse version of the bubble shield from Sonic 3. It has less utility. Because, like, you can't bounce off enemies, like, you don't get higher when you bounce off an enemy, or an item box. Which is, like, the whole fucking fun of the bubble shield, is using it to get, like, these big badnik bounces. Which, again, Sonic also can't do in this game. And it's just one of those things where I think, like, well, why not? Like, what does the game gain by not letting you do these things? What does the game gain by stopping Sonic in his tracks when he hits an enemy? How does that make the game better? Hey, buddy, do you know Sonic is a wisecracking hedgehog? I sure do. Did I say anything to... What the fuck? Did I say anything that, like, contradicted that? Assuming you're talking to me? Yeah, I'm not talking just about plot holes with narrative stuff. Like, it's not this little thing of like, oh, if you really stop and think about this thing, like, SO2's story is just like, it's just like basic shit of like, what? Like, huh? What's happening? Like, Shadow, huh? Like, this is a Sonic, like, lore thing in general, guys, of how, like, they try to push all this lore shit and, like, continuity and everything. None of it makes sense. Like, everything after, like, fucking hell. Everything after, like, the beginning of the 3D era, there's, like, no continuity for Sonic. It just doesn't work. You can't consolidate it all. There's too many retcons, there's too many inconsistencies. It just doesn't work. And in the same way, like, Sonic Adventure 2's story, I don't know, man, like, it's got some strengths, it's got a lot of weaknesses. Hello. Notice how in this game, when you go on a rail that's not sloped, Sonic doesn't gain a bunch of free speed for no reason. Because they actually put some physics on the rails. See, like, I can't even, like, bounce off springs to go higher. I just think, like, well, why not? Wouldn't that have been more fun? Don't we want these games to be fun? Fuck that. No shit. No, what the fuck? What? Huh? Okay. My point being, I don't think that all the hate that Sonic has gotten for his 3D games is, like, purely bad faith critics who just hate Sonic. There's a reason people make fun of these games, guys. They are not as polished and cohesive as literally, like, every other game, like, big deal game on the market, you know? Why aren't you playing the full story mod? Because I just wanted to play the regular campaign with just a few little tweaks and fixes. I didn't want to fundamentally change the entire game. I'm still talking about Sonic Adventure 2 as it is. I just put a few, like, little graphical fix mods on and stuff.
That egghead sure loves mechanical things, doesn't he? I'll bet he has 1 or 2 spaceships lying around.
I'm supposed to hold jump and I go higher off the spring? I can try that next time.
Get in there.
No problem. We can find it. Right, Knuckles?
What? Why do I have to find the key?
We're counting on you, buddy. The world's greatest treasure hunter.
When did I say Sonic 3 has no flaws and is a masterpiece? I mean, it's my favorite Sonic game. And it's, like, one of my favorite... It was my favorite game of all time before Outer Wilds. But, like, I also don't like this thing where, like, if you criticize something, people say like, well, yeah, well, what about this other thing? You're like, all right, well, what about it? What does that have to do with literally fucking anything? And the reason Sonic 3 is good is because it has a very simple narrative that's told wordlessly. It doesn't need to waste your time with all these fucking cutscenes. And I'm not saying the cutscenes are inherently bad. I think the cutscenes in this game are like mostly okay, other than the fact that they don't... A lot of just the narrative things kind of don't make sense. I just think there's a reason, you know, Mario games aren't loaded with cutscenes all the time. You might have a few here and there. It's to keep pace with the gameplay. And like it or not, Sonic is a video game. Why? Hold on. I'm losing my fucking brain here. Oh. There we go. Can you skip the cutscenes? I probably can. I'm still getting footage of them, though, just so I have them for the video in case I need to talk about them. And also, it gives me a chance to read the chat better, so... I don't like this level very much either. I love the music, but I don't like this level. I don't think I really like any of the treasure hunting levels. I mean, Wild Canyon and Pumpkin Hill are like kind of out of the way, you know? Like, not too easy. Many games age. Ignorance leads to people not liking it. What the fuck does that have to do with anything I'm talking about? Don't forget, I grew up with these games. Like, I'm not... Everyone fucking assumes I'm like... I'm this classic cuck. Who... like, grew up with the Mega Drive and shit. Like, guys, Sonic Adventure and, like, Secret Rings and Unleashed and shit and Heroes were, like, the first Sonic games I ever played. I had the Mega Collection eventually and went back to play those, but, like, I didn't start with the classic Sonic games. I liked them more because when I played them, I said, these are better games. In my opinion, of course. Like, I played them and I realized, huh, I like these more. I think these are better. I like the art style, I like the gameplay, I think these suit the idea of Sonic better to me than a lot of these other games have. That's it. Like, people can do... One of my friends had never played Sonic 3 before. Or at least he hadn't played it in like a very long time. And then he got Sonic 3 Air. And I'm not kidding, I'm not exaggerating. I don't know if Ted's still here, but like he can back me up on this. This friend of ours, he came on the like Discord and he would stream him playing Sonic 3 Air every single day for like a week or two straight. He would just replay Sonic 3 over and over and over and over because he just loved it so much. He was like, oh, this is just like the best Sonic game. This is so fun. Daffy Duck, you're asking some real, like, weird questions here, man. Please use all 3 hints per shard in this level. It gives you the room color for all the shards almost every time. Okay. Yeah, the annoying thing with getting footage of SA2 is I only really am focusing on the Sonic stuff. Like, I'm not really talking about the other characters in the video, at least not at the moment. It's not really my plan. But then, you know, I have to fucking play as them anyway. My friends hate Sonic because of the baggage. He watched me play Mania and he never looked back. Oh, as in like they liked Mania? Well, yeah, again, like there's a reason that Mania was extremely successful. It's because it was a really good game, but like it was following the foundation of Sonic when he was in his like prime. Like those are good games. I mean, they universally agreed to be good games. And it was really well done, and like it faithfully maintained that art style and music that everyone loves about Sonic. It did a lot of things better than Sonic 3, if you ask me. And it didn't have, yeah, like all the baggage. All the stupid shit. Wait, how do I... Buried above the huge wall decoration by the green room. A lot of Sonic heater out here? Yeah, I like heating up my Sonic before I eat it. Dude, where the fuck? So that's blue. Right? This is green. The radar's not going off though. Is it like up here? No. Let's say buried something? I don't know. Huge bug. Buried above the huge wall decoration. Oh, is it like up here? No. Up here?
It's closer.
No. Ow. Is it like out this way? Check the statue. It's within the walls. Oh, like... Oh. I don't fucking... Surely it's like through here then, right? Ah. There we go.
One more left.
There was a question before somewhere. Yeah, I still want a 3D Sonic game with, yeah, like the style and the quality of Mania and stuff. That's kind of what my video is advocating for, not 100%. Hi, Misty. Hello. Hi. Cat. Hello. Oh, she's jumping to look out the window. I'm not necessarily saying that we need every Sonic game has to be fucking classic Sonic exactly. That's not what I'm pointing at. But there has not been an authentically playing classic Sonic 3D game. You know, there's no game that actually plays like the 2D classics in 3D. People say Adventure 1, and I don't agree. I don't think the adventure games play like classic Sonic. They're the closest, but they don't actually play the same. And there's a lot of reasons to that, which is what the video is for. That's what I'm talking about in the video. So, oh, hold on. Read the thing. That's helpful. And yeah, I really think like that's what people, again, like it doesn't literally have to be the classic Sonic aesthetic or anything, but I think a game that plays more like those games and with like just the polish, you know, and the care that Sonic Mania had, and that just like really creative flair to it, I think that would win over a lot of Sonic fans, like and just the general public, you know. I think that would do well. Next to the blue room. Keep going this way. Oh. Oh, Superstars are so lame, dude. And like, yeah, and that's the thing. I'm apparently like, you know, this huge classic Sonic fan, and I love everything classic Sonic. I didn't like Superstars at all. I didn't buy it. I streamed some of it. I didn't get to stream all of it because I was having stream problems, but I recorded my whole playthrough. I have it. And I did not enjoy that game, and I have not gone back to it at all. Hi, Steve. I played Superstars all the way through. I mean, well, no, I didn't even do it all the way through. I beat the main, like, Sonic campaign, and then I unlocked Trip. I played, like, one level, and I was like, I'm not fucking doing this, and I have not gone back to it since. I have not touched it. And I don't think I will, unless I have to for a video. Superstars was fucking lame. I mean, there's stuff to appreciate about it. Like, it's nice that it got the physics actually fucking working. But where's the game? You know, like, where's the fun levels and the... I mean, some of the music's actually really good, but a lot of it's not.
There may be some treasure here.
Is this not... Between 4 pillars, the room with 2 flames, secret room that you can enter from the area next to the blue room. What does that mean? The area next to the blue room. Probably in the hidden room, yeah. Mania felt proud to be a Sonic game. Frontiers feels like it desperately wants to be every other game. Yeah, I completely agree. Frontiers has... I'm gonna say no Sonic identity at all. I think Frontiers is one of the least Sonic-y Sonic games. It might be the least Sonic game we've gotten as like an official Sonic game. I don't know, that's probably gonna make someone mad, but like, I'm sorry. Frontiers is not a fucking Sonic game to me at all. Where the fuck? I can't dig through these ones. Yeah, just because it's classic Sonic doesn't make it inherently good. Yeah. And that was kind of the impression for a while, was it was like, oh, the classic games are the ones they actually put the effort into, and then the modern games are the ones they just shit out because it's like, oh, whatever, people will fucking buy it. But classic Sonic is the one we actually have to keep some element of like quality to because he has such a good reputation. And then they threw that out with Superstars. They didn't give a fuck. Go back on my left. Like back through here. I know there's a bit of a delay, but what about when Frontiers mentioned Angel Island? I don't care. No, Frontiers also has a terrible story. I mean, this game is a better story than Frontiers, sure, I'll say that. I'm not even saying the story in the game's like terrible, I just don't think it's like very good. Left? Well, there's nothing there. So left through here again? Like this way? Back into the main chamber? Other way. This way? Misty, what are you doing? Sorry, my cat's sitting on my windowsill. She likes to... Oh, okay, through here maybe? Wrong way? Oh, no, never mind. Fucking finally. Superstars is just boring. Superstars is just really lame.
That was tough.
Any games with good stories you recommend you think are underappreciated? There's an obvious answer here. I don't know if it's underappreciated, but it's not as widespread mainstream as it should be, and it's Outer Wilds. The best video game ever made.
Ghost?
I think, I actually think the storytelling in the Metroid games is pretty good. The 2D Metroid games, like Prime, I like what Prime's doing with scan logs and stuff. I think they also went a little bit overboard with that, though. I really like the environmental storytelling in, like, Super Metroid and stuff. I think it's... Yeah, it's like another kind of, like, wordless story. I really like that. Ah. I remember as a kid I was like so confused of like how the fuck to beat this guy. Nah, stop. I didn't mean to dig. Yeah, I know Sonic fans collectively like still love this game. Like this is still one of the most beloved Sonic games, and I kind of used to think that, but I don't know. I don't know how to say this in a way that doesn't make me sound like a smug arsehole, but like I kind of moved on and just played better games. And again, that's all subjective, it's just my opinion. I'm not saying people kind of like this game. Like I totally get it. I have friends who really like this game, and that's completely fine. I don't know. This is not my ideal Sonic at all. And even the stuff it does differently on its own. You know, like Sonic Generations is not my ideal Sonic game either. But I think what it does as its own thing is still really good. Like, I like those very speedrunner boost levels. That with like strong level design and stuff. In a way that's like difficult to articulate. But yeah, Sonic Generations does not have the elements that I would want in a Sonic game, but it supplements them with its own thing in a way that makes it good as its own game, still, like a really good game. And I could say similar things about like Metroid Prime and Resident Evil 4, you know, games that mark like these huge changes for their series. And in some ways they might not be true Metroid games or true Resident Evil games or whatever, but they do enough good things on their own to make up for it. Oh, you bitch. Would you buy Superstars if Superstars Plus came out and fixed some stuff? No, I don't think so. Rings, please? Oh my god. Sorry, I did see there are some other questions there, I just haven't got the chance to read them. I fucking hate bosses where you just wait. Like, this is the worst fucking boss design in any game. I made the same complaint about Penny. I'll make the same complaint about Sonic Adventure 1. You know, like just bosses where you're just sitting around and you're waiting and you're waiting and you're waiting. Bitch. Explode.
What a hassle.
Yeah, the Superstars bosses suck. Do I think there's any hope for the future of Sonic? Yeah, if they change their fucking,
We did it.
you know,
Let's go, Amy. Yeah.
they change their ways. But I don't know how long that's gonna take. You need like new management, I think.
Come and get some, Eggman.
Sonic.
Just leave it to me.
This time, I'll take you.
How many more levels are there? How long is this? I'm trying to remember. Because what, after this they go to space, right? So it's like Crazy Gadget, Final Rush, Tails space level, Knuckles Meteor Herd or whatever. What's the general consensus on Samus Returns? It's okay. It's alright. Mania's bosses were a mixed bag? Yeah. I don't think Mania has like incredible bosses either. I don't think any of the Sonic games have good like really good bosses, you know? I really like Pariah's idea for how to make Sonic boss fights better, of making them speed-based. Like, Sonic's speed, the damage Sonic deals is relative to his speed. I think that's such a good idea. Make bosses that feel like big pinball arena kind of things, where you have to launch Sonic into the boss and deal more damage. I think that's a brilliant idea. I think the best boss fight in Mania is Heavy Shinobi in Press Garden. That one's like fully player controlled. You don't have to like wait or anything, but it's also not so easy. You just like sit on it and just win, you know? There's like stuff happening in that boss. Ah. So nice of the egg golem to just sit there and wait for me. Oh, can I hit him on the head when he does that? I don't remember.
Nice try, Rocky.
Have I played the Ratchet and Clank games? I played a little bit of third one, Up Your Arsenal. I used to play that like at a friend's house together, like the, you know, two-player like PvP mode. I remember there were like these little bases you could go into with like a teleporter, so I would go inside and like hide in there. Then you'd come in and like shoot him with the gun that like turns into like a chicken or a sheep or whatever. That was years ago though, and I did play the PS4 like reboot one, and I didn't really like it. It was kind of boring. I wasn't really crazy about it, to be honest. Oh, if Frontiers is used as the foundation going forward, yeah, it needs like massive changes. Like I don't hate the idea on paper of a kind of Mario 64 style open zone thing of Sonic, you know, traveling through these. Oh my god, hold on. Whoa, am I back? Am I here? Hello. Sorry, I just got a thing saying OBS disconnected. Am I still here? Stream still going? Okay, great. I don't know what the that was so, like, I got a Windows notification, OBS disconnected. Sorry about that, guys.
What's up with that knucklehead anyway?
Hi, Pariah. Yeah, it's probably just a weird
I thought we were toast for
internet
sure.
hiccup. I've never had that happen before. That's so
Where
weird.
did he go now?
Looks like he bailed. This place looks deserted.
Oh yeah, they need to get rid of the Lost World. But they need to get rid of the fucking Sonic Colors shit they're still pulling from, like, you know?
The first Bernoulli spherical space colony, called ARC. When it was operational, it was the most advanced research center of its kind. But looking at
I don't
it
know,
now,
I don't even know if that was my internet. It might have just been OBS shitting itself. I mean, yeah, I've had stream problems before with OBS, but I think that was from using the GPU encoder. I'm just using a CPU one now, because it seems more stable for streaming.
Hurry! Let's find the cannon and destroy it.
yeah.
Do I think the eventual sequel for Frontiers will be better or worse? I don't know, because judging from the DLC, I have no faith that they even know what makes, that Misty, oh, she's sitting on my, okay, I'm gonna turn off my keyboard so she doesn't touch it. My cat is sitting, like, right in front of me on my desk. Yeah, after the Final Horizon, I have no faith that they even understand what makes, what even, like, the remotely good parts of Frontiers are. Like, I don't think Frontiers is good at all, but I can see the core of a good idea inside it. And I don't know if they see that. Because, like, the platforming stuff was kind of a step in the right direction, but it was obviously way too overkill. Like, it was too hard and punish. It was too punishing for no reason. But that was easily, like, the part of the game I enjoyed the most, was that platforming stuff. Because it was like, oh, I'm playing a fucking video game for once. That's nice. Everything else, yeah, I don't know. But then, I don't know, like, yeah, my hope is, like, okay, if they make a sequel, that gives them the chance to kind of start a bit more fresh. You know, they're not just adding shit into a game they've already made. They have a bit more freedom to make a new game. But again, judging from the way they've just reused shit across, like, between games, like how there's Unleashed code in Generations, and, like, Lost World, I think, is Generations Colors stuff, and then Forces has Lost World stuff in it, you know, like, all this blatant just kind of, let's just copy the engine over to the next game kind of thing without, like, changing anything, makes me worry that a Frontiers sequel will not address, like, any of the fundamental problems, and it won't improve. Because I think if they came out with a, not Frontiers 2, but, you know, like a Frontiers follow-up kind of thing with that style, but it was like big stylized environments, and Sonic can actually roll in a fucking ball properly, like not just the shitty spin dash they put in that's just a boost, like actual proper rolling and ball physics and stuff. Get rid of the shitty combat, or at least, like, overhaul the combat, you know, like completely redesign it to work better. Yeah, like kind of a Sonic Collectathon, yeah, open zone skate park, yeah, that's more of where I'm like, yeah, I would be fine with that. But Sonic's movement, and the level design, but Sonic's movement is the problem. They need to overhaul it. Does this thing not go back up? Oh, a doy. And again, I don't want to like generalize everyone in the chat. I think it's only like a few people at least talking who are kind of like, oh, what? Like you don't like Sonic Adventure 2 that much, or like you have like criticisms against it or whatever. I don't know. Sometimes I think like, have you guys watched my videos? Like, no, I don't want to be rude, but just like, I think I've made it pretty clear that like I don't really love a lot of Sonic games. Like I'm a huge Sonic fan, but there's so much about this series that I find to be very flawed. And I don't think these games are anywhere near the worst of that. And again, like I grew up with these games, I have a fondness for them, but I have issues with like pretty much every Sonic. I mean, even Sonic 3 I have issues with. Sonic 3 was my favorite game ever, but I didn't think it was like the best game ever made. And then, yeah, then I played Outer Wilds. I was like, no, I have a new favorite. Not only do I have a new best game ever, but a new favorite game. Not that I can play it again, but And I totally get that Sonic is like a very difficult thing to kind of get right, or at least in the earlier period, Sonic was, especially in 3D, like I get that it was hard for them to get it right straight away. I don't really think there's an excuse now, though. Other than like development time problems. Oh, right. How do I get that? Ow! Fucking hit me from off screen. Isn't there like an upgrade down here? Am I remembering correctly? No. Oh god, the camera. What did that do? Here's a general game design rule as well. When you have switches that the player presses, they should see in front of them what the switch did. Like, when you pull a lever or something, the thing, like the door it opens, should be directly in front of you. Yeah, Sonic Frontiers definitely screams current Sonic team. It doesn't scream Sonic, but it does scream current Sonic, trends. Yeah, there's a reason that in Portal, whenever you like open a door or whatever, like it's usually presented like in front of you, hi Big. You pull a switch or you put a thing on a button and you can see exactly what it does. Or it has like a little line in the ground that shows you what it connects to. Just a little bit of environmental conveyance to help the player so they're not like, alright, I pushed the thing, like, what did that do? And it makes bad habits in players too, where you just instinctively press every button you come across in a game, and then a lot of kind of clever games will use that against you, where like they'll just put a button in front of you, and the player just assumes they should press it. They go like, alright, let me just do that, and then you go like, oh fuck, that just activated like a self-destruct bomb, because you're just so used to just pushing everything you see in a game. And so then games can use that against you as like a, hey, maybe think before you, do this thing. Don't just run off your like mental conditioning from every other game you've played where you just mindlessly push everything you see. Something Outer Wilds does pretty well, I think. And like immersive sims like Dishonored and Prey. Ow. What is the point of this? Like, you can't even move. Like, you're just... Weird choice. You can see similarities even between Secret Rings and Frontiers, yeah. That's where a lot of that shit started from. I mean, and the point of this video I'm making is that a lot of it you can trace back to Sonic Adventure 1. What? Objectivity? The issue with this argument is that can't there be? Oh, I'm guessing you're writing an extra message after that, like a follow-up. Someone has said Superman 64 is better than Mario 64. You can't say it's wrong because it's subjective. Yeah. It's their opinion. Who cares? Just because most people don't like it doesn't mean someone else can't. Is there a problem with that? Is there a problem with someone deviating from the expected opinion? Yeah, outrageous takes. Who cares? Like, really think about this. Hey guys, I think Bubsy 3D is my favorite game. Alright. How the fuck does that, like, affect anything?
Something's affecting the gravity here.
Like, it does not matter. And if because someone says that, it means you, like, have to discredit what else they say. I mean, like, you can. You know, like, if someone has an opinion so radically different to you that you're like, dude, I don't understand, then, like, you don't have to listen to their criticism. Like, they might say this new game's really good, and you might be like, well, you like this other thing, and I don't like that, so I'm probably not going to agree with you. And it's the same thing for critics you agree with. Like, a critic you really like, if they recommend something, you're probably going to be like, oh shit, I gotta play that, because, like, he likes this game that I like, so I'll probably also like this thing that they've recommended. You know, that's the value of subjectivity and criticism, is like you find the people that you resonate with, and you'll find things you disagree about, you'll find things you do agree about, you'll find things where maybe they recommend something you otherwise would be like, I don't think I would play that. Like, that doesn't seem like the kind of thing I would usually enjoy. And then maybe you'll give it a chance and be like, oh shit, oh hey, this dude was like onto something. I really like this now. I didn't realize it actually has like some kind of subtle similarities maybe to, you know, like other things I like. Like, you know, Sonic and Metroid for me is kind of a good example where, like, they don't have a lot of things in common on the surface level, but, you know, the underlying kind of appeal is kind of similar in a lot of ways. At least 2D Metroid, I think. Thank you, Pariah. Yeah, I'm really surprised how well it did. I'm very, very surprised how well the Penny video did. Fuck. Isn't this, where you get the glasses? That's great, Turvy Mania. I'm really glad you played Bayonetta and enjoyed them. That's what, like, I've tried so many times in, like, Sonic videos before to be like, hey, Sonic, oh, by the way, Sonic, yes, but by the way, look at all these other games. Look at all these other games that are kind of like Sonic in a way, or maybe they have things you might like about Sonic. You know, what do you like about Sonic? Do you like this thing? Well, if you like that part of Sonic, you'll probably like, you know, this other game that is, like, kind of similar in this, like, specific way, you know, because, like, you know, for me, I like the gameplay wise with Sonic, I like the momentum and the physics and the flow and all that stuff. So I like games that play like that, but I also like the, you know, I like the spectacle of Sonic, I like the style, I like the music, so there's other games that give me bits of those. But I know there's going to be people, especially with this video I'm making, I know there's going to be people who are like, I don't care, as long as it's Sonic. Yeah, right, yeah, that game doesn't have blue hedgehogs, exactly. It's literally just like, no, it has Sonic in it, I'll play it, I'll like it because it's Sonic, and that's all they care about. And, like, fine, but you gotta understand where other people are coming from too, you know? Like, if the only thing you care about is that Sonic's in it, then, like, well, what is it about Sonic you like? You know, like, can you elaborate on that? And again, it's not necessarily a problem if you can't, but it's just, like, it's kind of frustrating. Someone like me who does know what he wants, whoops, and then I get, like, put down by people who don't know what they want. Like, they'll say it, like, oh, I just like Sonic. I'm like, well, that's fine, but, like, can you not go after people like me who do know what they want and are asking for it? Like, is that really a problem? Like, if you don't know what you want, if all you care about is that Sonic's in it, then why do you care about the feedback that we're giving? You know, because you won't care, right? Like, Sonic's in it, so you're gonna like it anyway, so why can't we get something we like too, and then we'll all be happy? I don't know. maybe a little bit like kind of off topic or random, but I bought pennies to a friend and now they're really interested in classic Sonic. That's good. Ow. Where are the screens to tell me where I'm going? Because Sonic Team are an indie studio. Like, I do feel bad for Sonic Team with how limited their resources clearly are, but at the same time, yeah, people fucking treat them like babies, man. Ow. I really don't think it's that outlandish to expect like a Sonic game that plays like a Sonic game. Like it, and I know this because we've seen it in fan games, and I know Sonic fans get really mad when you compare Sonic to fan games and say fan games are better than what Sega's done. But like, I'm sorry, man. If that's how I feel, that's how I feel. And like, why do you think all these fan games exist? Particularly the amount of like classic momentum-based fan games. Why do you think people keep making them? Probably because there's a big gap in the market for it. Because, well, Sonic Team's not going to do it. Let's try it ourselves. There we go.
2 more left.
And that's probably why there's not a lot of like big, high-profile, well-made like modern Sonic fan games. To be honest, I think it's because a lot of experienced fan game developers are older, so they probably have, just by likelihood, they probably have more of a preference to classic Sonic. But you know, I mean, that might just be random chance, really. The first stage, well, down here. And also, I think it's just because, well, there's already, like, every Sonic game is a modern Sonic, like, boost game now anyway. Or, like, or not really adventure style. That's the thing that needs to come back more so now, but with, you know, improved, I would hope. I think, yeah, the reason is, like, well, why would we make our own, like, modern Sonic, like, boost thing when, like, that's already what Sega's making all the time anyway? Like, you know, let's make something different. That's what the appeal of like a fan project is. Nintendo's not going to remake Metroid 2, you know, faithfully. Oh, we'll do it ourselves. We'll make our own really cool remake.
It's closer.
Oh, what the fuck?
Wax.
Whoops.
Wax. 1 more left.
And so I think that's why there's... Yeah, also, yeah, developers understand, yeah, the flaws of the boost design and stuff. Yeah, that too. I don't know, I think it's just more interesting to make, like, well, okay, Sega can't figure out how to do, like, a momentum-based 3D Sonic game. Let's try our own thing, you know? Let's figure it out ourselves and make our own interesting mechanics. Like, part of what I want to mention in this video that I'm doing, again, I haven't fully written it yet, so this might change. Pardon me. I want to talk about how Sonic in 3D, and 2D as well, to be fair, less important in 2D, but in 3D, Sonic's never really gotten, like, a good moveset. You know, you think, like, even SA1, like, all he has is, like, run, jump, spin dash, homing attack, and then, you know, light speed dash, light speed attack. He doesn't have, like, a moveset, really. And you think like Mario 64, you know, the first 3D Mario game, this huge breakout 3D game that like set the standard for everything. Mario 64, you've got, you know, triple jump, long jump, the dive, the backflip, like all this stuff using like 3 different buttons. Which, you know, relatively complex for an introduction to 3D. And then they expanded that, you know, Mario Sunshine made it even more, like, advanced with the movement shit.
It's closer.
Oh, it'll be here, right? In the... No. Oh, God. And I just think, like, why can't Sonic get... Yeah. I don't mind it in SA1 as much. Like, that's the tricky thing with this video I'm trying to make clear. Is, like, it's not so much a criticism on Sonic Adventure. Because, like, I get it. It was the first thing. The problem is more that, nothing ever continued. You know, they never really evolved upon it. And yeah, the spin dash jump is what saves that game. If it didn't have the spin dash jump, SA1 would be boring as fuck, I think.
Long time no see, treasure hunter.
Best and favorite? I don't know. I think you can have a difference between thinking like, I think this thing is really good, but I'm just not as attached to it personally. So you can say this is the best thing I've seen or done or played or whatever. But I think this thing is my favorite, though. Like, this is the one I personally enjoy going back to more, even if I think in terms of, like, I don't know, just general quality or talent or something, this other thing's better. You know? Like, that kind of distinction. Where one is maybe... favorite is much more personal. And obviously, best is still a personal judgment too. But I don't know. It's just, there's like a subtle difference there. But it's not obvious. Yeah, it's not fucking objective. There's no fact about it. And you know, if this kind of shit was objective, we would not need critics. We would have a computer that decided for us what things are good and what things are bad. And also then nothing bad would ever come out because you would know to not make it bad, right? Like, it would only be like cheap scam products and shit. Like, that would be bad, you know? That don't fulfill their objective function. But that's not what art is. Art doesn't have a factual function of good or bad, you know? And not even intent behind the artist matters, because death of the author, you know? Like, if you get your enjoyment out of something for what it is, doesn't matter what the author intended, you got your enjoyment out of it anyway. What was I saying about Sonic games? I don't know. Oh, AI reviews? Oh, yeah. It'll happen. There we go.
I never lose.
Get away from my emerald.
Yeah, simplicity's good as well. I don't have a problem with that. But I also just think, wouldn't it be so much more fun if Sonic had kind of like the parkour in Lost World, but, you know, a bit better? Wouldn't it be cool if Sonic could kind of be running normally, but then sort of like hop off a wall and get a little bit of a boost off that, and then, you know, have, yeah, like that thing in Lost World, you kind of spin dash along a wall, get a bit more of a boost of speed. That's fun. What if the bounce attack was a bit more versatile, so you could use Sonic more like a little bouncy ball to move around and like bounce off walls? So if you want to redirect your speed, instead of having to turn and lose speed, you could bounce onto a wall and then bounce back off of it. You know, like, where's my hand? Okay. You know, you could be running to the wall, jump, bounce off the wall, then rebound back the other way, and keep your speed, but, you know, just reverse it, without needing, like, a spring to do it for you. I think that'd be really cool. And there's some, like, Project Hero's got some of that in the footage they showed of, like, their new version a few years ago. Sonic Galactic has some of that in 2D. Sorry, Pariah. See, you get it, though. You get that, like, 3D Sonic is not necessarily always bad. I mean, a lot of them are bad, but, like, not necessarily fundamentally bad, but just there's so much room to expand it. And yeah, I just think, wouldn't that, like, flow would be fun, you know? Like, I want that shit.
What?
I'm sorry if I hurt you.
Yeah, trick system? Yeah. Like, yeah, think of, like, those, you know, Spider-Man games. Like, you're web swinging, and then you, like, run, you, like, can do a little thing to, like, get around a corner, or you can jump off a building and kind of flip and then spin back. You know, like, just, there's so much shit Sonic could do that it just doesn't do. And it bothers me. And I really feel like there's no reason for them to not do this stuff, you know? Like, why can Mario do it? Why can Mario Odyssey come out and give Mario this really fun moveset in a mainstream Nintendo game, but Sonic games have this, like, really basic binary movement? And in some ways, the boost formula is actually quite complicated, and it's difficult for people to understand, but that's only really because it's so fast and reactionary. The actual movement that you're doing with Sonic is not that advanced, really. Like, it's a lot of just boosting, holding forward, and jumping and sliding at the right time. Like, knowing when the obstacles are coming up. And again, I think Sonic Generations is great. I think that formula can be done really well. But I just also think there's a lot of room to improve that. Or less so improving the boost formula, more so returning to the adventure formula and making it more akin to the classics and then expanding from that. That's my problem. Is it's not just that I think Sonic needs to play exactly like he did in Sonic 3. That's not what I'm trying to say. It's that, oh fuck. It's that the classics should be the base that they build from to make new things. And again, that's why I'm going to be talking about Metroid Prime. That's why I'm going to be probably talking about Resident Evil 4. Like all these games that made big changes but still managed to keep that original soul as a base to build from. And then, you know, discard things where they need to be discarded. That's fine. But do it purposefully. You know, like, here's a fucking great point. Sonic Frontiers, game comes out. Sonic loses all of his speed. Oh my god, the sound mixing. Sonic loses all of his speed when he jumps, right? Also, another good example would be like Sonic 06. You literally can't even jump into enemies anymore in that game. Sonic takes damage when you jump into an enemy. One of the most like fundamental things since fucking Sonic 1, and clearly showing that all they care about is the fucking shitty homing attack and not actually making Sonic's movement fun, you know? Oh fuck. So yeah, Frontiers comes out. Sonic cannot maintain his speed when he jumps. Just loses all of it. And that fucking sucks, and I think it makes the game worse. But I'm sure there's plenty of people who are like, oh, who cares? Oh, it's fine. Doesn't matter. Gameplay doesn't matter. Movement doesn't matter in a Sonic. You know, there'd be some excuse for it. But then the game gets updated. And they have an option where you can turn off jump deceleration. Suddenly the game is more fun. Seems pretty universal that everyone says, oh, now it's actually more fun, guys. Even the people who already like the game are like, guys, the game's more fun now. So I ask, before they did that, before they put that change in, what did the game gain? How did it benefit from restricting the player's movement like that so much? Of removing Sonic's flow, removing any sense of speed and fluidity when you jump. Like, how did that make the game better in any way? Because we all seem to agree the game was better when they removed it, when they gave you an update to turn it off. I saw your comment, Pariah, on a video about SRB2, which is like proof you don't need the homing attack in 3D Sonic. Like, I saw you in there, and I was like, oh, that's cool. Because I don't fundamentally hate the homing attack, I just think the way they've done it is so bad. Ow. I think the homing attack they need to stop building the game around the homing attack. That's the problem. See that? Just lost all my speed. And obviously, like, the levels are designed for that. It's expected that you lose your speed when you hit an enemy. But again, that's the other problem. The games are designed around these really restrictive limitations, which makes them not as fun as they could be. Not that they're not fun or they can't be fun, but just I feel like there's missed potential. Yeah, I don't know. This is a really nuanced topic, and it's why this video script is going to take me forever to get right, because I just know. I know that no matter what I say, someone is going to find some way to get mad about it. Someone's going to clip it and put it on Twitter, and then everyone's going to hate me again. So part of it feels pointless, of like even bothering to try and counter that stuff, or just think, you know, be aware of it ahead of time. But at the same time, it does mean I'm just very particular with making sure I'm explaining myself clearly. I don't want people to get the wrong idea, because I know what people are like, and in some sense I get it, because just because I think I've explained something well doesn't mean everyone else is going to understand what I mean. I pressed jump too late. So yeah, it's a really tricky balance making these kind of things of just, you don't want to break the flow of your video by constantly, every single sentence, having to add a clarification. Now guys, just because I said I don't like this, it doesn't mean I don't like that, or it doesn't mean I think this is bad, or it doesn't mean I think you're a bad person, you know, like, you know, how many of those little fucking statements do you need to put in to, like, defend yourself? And the truth is, you really don't need to either just not do it at all or just do it once, you know, and that's what I'm doing at the moment for this video. Just at the start of the video, there's a little disclaimer, but even that doesn't work, because like my Frontiers video, I started the big thing with like, this video is full of subjectivity, bias, and, you know, opinions from me. There's no objective statements here about the game's quality, it's just my opinion. Objectivity doesn't exist in reviews. But then, like, that gets people mad, because then they go like, no, objectivity does exist in reviews. And, you know, I mean, at that point, that's when I go like, okay, well, I don't care what you have to say, but, like, still, you know, you want to minimize that kind of shit as much as possible. I try, when doing that stuff, to just think about the fact that, you know, yeah, obviously Twitter shit is fucking stupid, and that it's a vocal minority, at least I think, and that, like, the people I respect. This is the Steam version with a few fixes and mods. It's using a lot of the mods Pariah recommended in his spreadsheet. Not all of them, but most of them. Yeah, I try to remember, like, all of the Sonic people, or just general game criticism, you know, game people that I know who do like what I do and sort of respect what I do and what I have to say, and they understand that I'm not like this mean-spirited, you know, like, hateful person who's just trying to tear down everything other people like. So I try to think about that, you know, like, I try to think of, like, hey, when I went to Sonic Revolution, like, the people, like, some of the people, the guests there, not the attendees, like, going up to tables, but the guests, like, the special guests, like, the comic people and stuff, like, even Tyson Hess, like, they recognized me and like what I do. And that's kind of like a, whoa, shit, like, okay, so I'm not crazy, right? Like, that's what I try to remember to make myself feel less worried about what I make, especially when it's Sonic related. Sonic stuff I just know is a you know, breeding ground for controversy, as much as I try to avoid it.
So, how did you know it wasn't the real
Which 3D adventure style game handled 3D Sonic gameplay the best? I think Adventure 1, but the video I'm making is about how I think Adventure 1 set a lot of the issues that got carried forward into every other 3D Sonic game. And it's not necessarily Adventure 1's fault. You know, I'm trying to make... that's the thing, I'm like, how do I make that really clear in the video? Like, I'm not saying Sonic Adventure's a bad game. But whatever. You do hate Roger, though. He was good as Chris Redfield and RE6 and Batman. Accolade greatness. TelekinesticMan. I don't have to acknowledge greatness if I don't think it's great. And also, just because he's good in another role, why can't I say he's bad as Sonic? You could have an amazing actor who's just really miscast. I think Roger is really miscast as Sonic. I think he's, I think he suits, like, Wonder Blue in The Wonderful 101, because he's playing a douchebag who no one likes. Like, he's basically doing a Sonic voice in that game. And it suits that character, because everyone's like, dude, shut up. We don't like you.
For the first time to do something for him. I won't let him down. I won't give up.
I'm cracked? For what? For not liking Roger Craig Smith as Sonic? Am I not allowed to? That's what I mean, guys. Like, this is the thing. I'm the one out here who's like, guys, everything's subjective. Like, there's no, and then it's always the fucking other people coming in. No, fuck you. Like, and I'm the one going like, guys, I'm saying, like, have your opinions. Like, I'm not I'm not telling you what to think or feel, like, but it's always like someone's got to find a reason to get mad. Whoops. Ow. Ow. Oh, fuck. Yeah, Twitter takeover shit, yeah.
Lock on to Eggman when you get next to him or behind him.
If you're referring to me, oh, thank you, saving throws, £5, thank you very much. Glad the YouTube algorithm showed me the stream. Never let the contentious opinion of the Sonic fandom put you down. Thank you, I try. Sorry, I was like half paying attention there. Korai, I'm not sure if you're referring to me with like don't engage with it as in like negative feedback and stuff. I mostly try not to, like I don't want to, you know, get into fights and shit or respond to bad faith stuff, but at the same time, I don't know, my thing is usually like, if you respond to like a little bit of it in a way to just try to inform people of your intent, you know, because like you want to be able to defend yourself at least a little bit and like explain yourself to people who don't get it. And sometimes that has helped for me, where like I elaborate on what I mean, maybe that someone was like, you know, upset about or whatever, and I explain, hey, here's what I meant, or here's, you know, the misunderstanding or something, and then they kind of go like, oh, okay, like I understand, like I'm sorry for, you know, misunderstanding or whatever. And that's the approach I kind of try to hopefully reach. When it's super bad faith shit, I usually just try to steer clear of it and go like, alright, I'm not gonna, what's the point, you know? What am I gonna gain from responding to this? But at the same time, it's like, you know, the whole thing with doing YouTube stuff is you have a community and you're responding to people. And I'm doing a stream right now, you know, there's people in the chat who are talking to me and I'm trying to respond. Like, again, obviously you don't have to respond to everyone, but like there's going to be a point where you see something and you just want to, you know, you want to acknowledge it, you want to respond, you want to have conversation. And again, there's this like stigma people get, I think, against anyone like defending themselves when someone says something like bad or just maybe kind of wrong about them, and they say like, no, like that's not what I meant, or that's not true, or that's not how I feel, and then you're kind of seen as like the bad guy for like sticking up for yourself. And I get again, you know, you should just be able to ignore stuff and not have to bring it up all the time. But at the same time, like, you know, we're human beings, you should be allowed to say like, hey guys, no, I don't agree with that, or like that's not who I am, or that's not what I meant, and you know. Obviously don't make it like a big fucking drama thing, you know, and like when I've covered like Sonic Twitter drama shit in videos before, which by the way is something I very much intend to not do again. I don't like doing those parts in those videos. I genuinely despise doing those segments. They really take a lot out of me. And I usually try to, oh fucking hell, I usually try to focus on the stuff that other people have gone through. It's not about like these people said something mean to me, you know, like I that might be where I've seen some of it, but it's usually me trying to go like, here's what all these other people, fuck, oh my god, the rails in this game. It's like, here's what all these other people have gone through that I really think is bad, and I want to stick up for that. That's usually the point behind those segments in my videos. Sometimes it involves me as well, because like, duh, I'm the one making the video, you know, I'm the one who knows what people have said to me. I'm going to see stuff directed at me more than anyone else is, so I'm going to have that insight. But generally I'm trying to focus on stuff that, yeah, other people have gone through, and I'm trying to stick up for them. Yeah, I agree, Pariah. Like, yeah, if someone comes into your space and is starting shit with you, you should be allowed to be like, dude, fuck off. Like, I try not to be, yeah, like, mean about it, necessarily, but sometimes there are people who are just really awful, and I think you should be allowed to just be like, dude, get the fuck out of here. But hopefully in a way that is, like, you know, being the better person. That's the hard part, is like, you know, don't go like, all right, I'm gonna roast this person and like expose them on my Twitter. I'm gonna screenshot everything they've said and that'll show them. Like, you know, I don't like doing that. And even then, it's not that I necessarily think that's like always wrong, because sometimes maybe someone has done something so bad where they do kind of deserve that. But at the same time, I just generally I wouldn't do that. But yeah, you should be allowed to at least just respond to a comment like on a video or something and be like, dude, fuck off. Like but it's a tricky thing. Okay. You know, I was just about to say how much I actually like this level, and I like the rail gimmick. I like being able to jump, if the rails actually worked, if I got on them properly. I like the thing where you can jump on the rail and then use the speed to like launch yourself upwards. I really like that. I think, see if it fucking worked. I think this is cool. That is a fun, oh fucking hell. That is a fun gimmick. This level, yeah, ditching Twitter has been great. Ah, what the fuck? Everything bound to the same button. Thank you, Sonic Team. Yeah, I have found myself being on Twitter a bit more recently than I would like to, just because I've just been checking in for, because I only really use it to post about work stuff now. Like, if you notice, the only thing I really say on Twitter now is, hey guys, here's a new video. Hey guys, I'm streaming. That's it. But then I've been going down the rabbit hole of just looking at people's artwork, and oh fucking hell, I didn't want to. But yeah, then I'm like looking at artwork and stuff, and then occasionally seeing fucking discourse shit, and then it's just, it's way too like doom scrolly addictive, and I need to be like, oh fucking get off here. Like, I don't say anything, I don't really engage with anything. But I have noticed myself being just browsing more than I would like to. I need to get out of that habit again, because I don't have Twitter on my phone anymore. I uninstalled Twitter from my phone like back when Sonic Frontiers came out, basically, because it was just, that shit was just getting too much, and I was like, you know what, fuck this, I don't want to be a part of this anymore. This is bad for my, and it wasn't like super bad for me in particular, but it was just, it just wasn't, it was not good being on there, and I wanted to get out of it. And now I just use Instagram to post little slice of life things sometimes. That's been a lot better. And I've been posting little like reels of like little clips of my videos as well. So I'll take like a little snippet of a video of mine that I'm, fucking hell, I couldn't see the platform beneath me. No, I'm not about to get a game over. This is actually my favorite stage in the game. I'm just getting quite unlucky here, I think. See, I don't like how inconsistent jumping off the rails is. Sometimes you jump in a ball, sometimes you jump with like that little side hop thing where you don't get as much air control. What's my ideal aesthetic for Sonic? I will cover that in the video, actually. Well, I think I will. I haven't written that part yet, but I'm planning to. Might write it today, actually, after the stream. My ideal aesthetic for Sonic, personally, and again, this does not mean that every other Sonic aesthetic is bad. Fuck, sorry, I wasn't paying attention. Looked at the chat. This does not mean every Sonic aesthetic that we've had is bad. That's not this. But, personally, I would like to see an authentic recreation of the classic Sonic aesthetic in 3D. That's what I want. Not Sonic Superstars, which looks like fucking Sonic Lost World, which is like an overly cutesy, simple, like Mario fucking style. Again, I don't even think Lost World like looks bad, but it's just not, it's not what I want out of Sonic. And I don't want the super like gritty, not gritty, but just, you know, the overly realistic kind of look that 06 is going for, and even to an extent Adventure 2 and sort of Adventure 1 are going for. I want that perfect mix of the surrealness from like Sonic 1 and CD, the sort of the natural and mechanical stuff from Sonic 2 and 3, and just a general vibrancy and stylization across the board. Like, you know, even the more realistic areas should be stylized, which Adventure 1 I think still kind of does, but it's not quite You know, you look at like Sonic World and Sonic Jam, and that is like a super stylized Sonic in 3D. Like it's classic Sonic, very flawlessly recreated in 3D, and it looks great. And I would love something more like that. And yeah, Sonic Heroes, I actually think, yeah, Heroes is the closest to that. I think Heroes looks great. And again, it's like Heroes uses the modern character designs. I don't really care. Like, I'm fine with that. And there's subtleties in that modern Sonic aesthetic too, you know, like Adventure Hero Sonic is very different to Unleashed Colors Onwards Sonic. Yeah, Heroes I think is probably the best 3D Sonic aesthetic we've gotten.
You know, what can I say?
Generations is good too, but I think the Generations levels, like classic levels, they're not faithfully adapting the original look. They're adapting the original look into the Unleashed art style. So Green Hill Zone in Generations feels like it's trying to look like what Green Hill Zone would look like if it was in the world of Sonic Unleashed and Sonic Colors and stuff. And I like how those games look too. I really like the way they look. Colors especially. I think the world design in Colors is some of the best modern Sonic has ever had. Planet Wisp, Aquarium Park, Sweet Mountain, like all those levels are so Sonic-y to me. And like original, like genuinely feel original. Some of the only original shit Sonic has had in a very long time. And that game's over 10 years old now. This is nice. But yeah, I don't think the Sonic Generations classic levels actually look like classic Sonic levels. I think they look like, let's take what they looked like and adapt them into a new art style. And that's fine, it's not a problem, but it's still not authentically classic Sonic to me. And what I would love to see is a more authentic recreation of classic Sonic. Oh, I thought he was gonna jump off there, oh my god. No, bitch. Ugh. Can't I just wait for him to get in front of a trail of rings and I can just lightspeed dash through him? Die! Nope, that didn't get him. Fucking hell. God, these bosses fucking suck. Ah. Wrong way, wrong way, wrong way. Okay. Green Hill and SA2, yeah, I think it actually looks more like the original Green Hill. I don't think it... The problem is faithfully adapting the classic art style in 3D is difficult because it's obviously using very simple geometry and stuff. So you have to kind of find ways to not make the lighting look really flat. We talked about this like last week when I was playing Utopia. I think Utopia creates an authentic Green Hill Zone really well without looking flat or just kind of like too basic and boring, you know? Yeah, like Pumpkin Hill I think is good. I think Pumpkin Hill in this game looks pretty great. Like I'm happy with that look for Sonic. But then yeah, like City Escape, I'm like, if I made this game, I would have stylized City Escape a lot more. I like when Sonic cities are more like kind of futuristic and, I don't know, like Sonic the Screensaver. I want Sonic the Screensaver the game. Basically, that's what I want Sonic to look like. Mix, you know, Sonic CD, Sonic 1, Sonic 2, 3, like mix all those art styles together. Because even the classic Sonic aesthetic isn't super consistent between the games. Like, it's quite different. Knuckles Chaotix looks very different to Sonic 3. Sonic 3 is already going for a much more realistic art style than something like Sonic CD. Or even Sonic 1. Bitch. I don't remember how to, like, quickly do this. Do I prefer Forces or Frontiers? They're both shit, but I think, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, Sonic Riders. Yeah, Sonic Riders has a nice art. I mean, I think the Riders art style is stronger in the anime opening than it is in the actual game. But I like what they're going for with the Riders aesthetic. Yeah, I agree. I just think modern Sonic is so stagnant now. And even in this point in Adventure 2, it was a little bit stagnant. But then, like, Heroes comes along, and you're like, oh shit, hey, this looks good. Like, this is a good bridging of, like, the classic aesthetic and the modern aesthetic. Like, this is nice. You get a bit more of that detail, but without sacrificing the stylized appeal of Sonic. I'll never understand the desire to have Sonic in realistic environments with, like, real people. Sonic is on Earth, but he's on a cartoony Earth. Ashman, another $10. Thank you very much. Sorry, let me read this. Given how you're heading to Sonic Rev, I pray that Redacted doesn't give you any shit in person. Hoping to go there myself to meet some cool peeps. It'd be great if you show up. Yeah, I hope nothing crazy happens. I don't think SA2 is too stagnant, no, but I just I think it has a lot of good stuff, but there's also the kind of bland stuff. You know, like, I don't think Green Forest is like that visually interesting. City Escape, again, I would have liked if it was a bit more cartoony. And I don't really like how that more realistic style kind of stuck for a while. I think, like, the Arc stuff is cool. But not like all this city stuff, you know, Radical Highway. It's like, it's alright, but it's just kind of, well, like the Golden Gate Bridge or whatever, right? You know, like, it's not as exaggerated as I think I would like it to be. Fucking die! I need one more hit on him. Thoughts on the modern renders? Oh, they fucking suck. There we go.
Game over, Shadow.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, the skies are kind of, yeah, just like photos. Shit. No, I don't dislike Station Square. I just think I wish they went a bit further with it. I think Sonic Adventure 1 has more of what I would want, but it's still not as cartoony as I would like. I think they should have pushed more of that. For Adventure 1 in particular, I think they should have pushed more of that kind of anime look.
Awesome job, Tails.
More of a cel-shaded kind of thing. I don't know.
Look outside.
I think City Escape in Generations looks good. I just think the Generations art style is still leaning a little more to that slightly realistic, less cartoony design. And I would prefer a more cartoony look. It's not saying that those games are bad or look bad or anything, it's just I would prefer a different art style. And it's just like, all this talk about what Sonic should be and stuff, it's just like what Matthew Matosa said in one of his videos about sequels. I think it's Mega Micro Videos 2, which is a video all about sequels. And he says, when a game series changes, it cuts off the future of what people liked about it before. And he said, like, I don't hate that Symphony of the Night exists for Castlevania. I hate that Rondo of Blood 2 doesn't exist, you know, like, it's the idea that Castlevania changed to a Metroidvania thing. That was cool, that was, like, nice, those games are good. But it meant that we lost the original Castlevania, the linear, level-by-level, very challenging platformer thing. And that's how I feel about a lot of the 3D Sonic games, is like, some of them are good, but we lost the classic style. And they've kind of brought it back with Mania, like, Mania brought it back in 2D, and Superstars tried to do that again, and I didn't think it did a very good job, but we still don't have that in 3D, and that's what I would like to see. Yeah, cutscene environments, yeah, usually very, very boring. Advance, yeah, I like the Advance look. I like how Advance treated. Advance feels very much like the Adventure 1 and 2, you know, art style, 2D art style, just made as a 2D game. Which 3D Sonic games are good, in my opinion? The only 3D Sonic game that I can say without... Yeah, Zelda's a good example as well. Yeah, I think that's another point I was going to make in the video. I like the open world style for Zelda. It has a lot of its own issues it's added, but I also think it would have been so much better if it still had those more traditional dungeons. You know, the series is missing that now, and I think it would improve with that stuff. The only official 3D Sonic game I can say without any clarifying kind of things that I genuinely like and think is good is Sonic Generations. I still like Sonic's campaign at Adventure 1, and, you know, a bit of Tails and Knuckles and stuff. I like Gamma's story and things. I like the Supersonic final boss. Prior, I was watching your Adventure 1 video, and you mentioned how, like, the Perfect Chaos boss is, like, actually pretty good. And I was thinking, like, yeah, I agree. It's the only one where you're in regular control and you're just building speed to reach the, like, that's what they should all be like, you know? Like, Sonic bosses should be like that. You know, and I like some of the Sonic stuff in this game, just not as much as Adventure 1. Sonic Colors is okay, but again, it's like, it kind of feels like cheating to say a 3D Sonic game because so much of it is like blocky 2D platforming. Unleashed, I don't know, like maybe that's kind of it. Like 3D Sonic games, there's not really much that I think are like genuinely that good. There's a lot I think are bad, and there's a lot I think are just, oh yeah, fan games, oh, I could go on, you know, but like official, not a lot. SRB2 is great though.
Sealed in the space colony Ark, the 7 Chaos Emerald. When all of the keys have been
Interlaced video.
world conquest will be
Unleashed does have phenomenal presentation. It's the only time they've done semi-realistic environments well, I think. I like how they push the lighting and they push the kind of stylization of the environments a bit. Still don't really like... It's like Sonic in exaggerated real-world environments with cartoon people but realistic animals. I don't like that. Like, why are the elephants and shit, like, realistic, but then the people are all like Pixar characters? You know, why aren't the other animals also cartoony? Not really a fan of that. Sorry, I'm just checking that my recording finished for the game footage. There we go. Cool. Yeah, Unleashed does have great presentation, but it's still not my ideal Sonic aesthetic. I really like what they did, but I still would have preferred a more stylized thing. But I love what they're going for. I love the globe-trotting feel of Sonic exploring the world and visiting different cultures and all that. I really like that. I just wouldn't have minded if it was a bit more cartoony still. I don't know. And yeah, Unleashed, yeah, definitely has bigger budget than like all the other fucking Sonic games, for sure. Why is that like grayed out? It might be a broken mod. Yeah, I like what Unleashed is going for, and I think it is very good the way it presents itself, and I love the music. Unleashed has like one of my favorite soundtracks in the entire series. But yeah, it's just like Memesis said, I'm sick of the techno shit and all the other Sonic music. I want to go back to the orchestral rock kind of mix that we had from 06 Unleashed Colors and stuff. Or go back to the more rock jazz thing from the adventure games, or go back to Sonic's roots from the classic games and give us more of that very Japanesey fusion kind of genre blending funk, jazz, pop kind of sound. That's my favorite style, but it doesn't mean I don't like the other styles. I still love the music of these games as well. I just have a preference for the classic style, you know? Am I going to play the Generations remaster this year? If they show off gameplay, unedited gameplay, like just a raw level, and it looks good, like genuinely good, then I might get it. But I'm not really expecting that. And yeah, Prime makes a good point. Mario Odyssey, I think, does a much better job with the stylized environments. Like, even the city in Mario Odyssey feels more stylized than the cities in, like, Sonic Adventure 2, you know? Even though the point of it in Mario Odyssey was to draw that contrast, you know, between cartoony Mario and more realistic people, but like that still feels more cartoony than what you get in Sonic games that have kind of done the same thing. So I don't know. Yeah, and with like, I would probably, you know, maybe do a video about Sonato Generations, if I can get it through like Family Share or something, or if for some reason I got a review copy. But at the moment, I'm not planning on buying it and playing it because I just given the track record with Sonic games for the past 20 years, particularly the past decade, I'm not really expecting much out of Sonato Generations. I feel like it's just going to be Forces, Frontiers level design with Shadow and some bosses that are probably going to be boring. I don't know. I hope not. I hope not. You know, same with like Frontiers 2. Frontiers sequel comes out and it's like rolling physics, stylized environments, loop-de-loops you can go through, you know, like either cut the combat or make the combat actually good. I'll be there, man. I'll fucking be there. I will say like, you know what? They actually did it. They listened. They made a good game. But I do not expect that to happen.
I'll beat you.
From the presentation point of view, I mean, the original stuff still looks pretty faithful, which is good. It's probably the best case scenario. I mean, it would be nice if it looked better than the original game, but it looks like it's pretty much the exact same as what we already had for Generations. The Shadow stuff, presentation-wise, I'm actually pretty impressed by it. I think the character animation of Shadow when he's doing that skate and like Doom's eyes there and Doom's eyes like it's actually animated really well. It's like very cartoony. I like it. Misty, stop knocking over my dinosaur toys. She just knocked over my Suka Mimus. Yeah, presentation-wise is probably the thing I'm actually most interested in with Shadow, with Sonato Generations. I'm yeah, like genuinely quite interested in that part of it. That was the part when I watched the trailer. I was brushing my teeth in the morning, you know, time zone differences. That PlayStation thing was, you know, like 8 a.m. for me or 7 a.m. or something. I was brushing my teeth, getting ready for work, and I had my phone on like the bathroom shelf, and then I see Sonic Generations. I was like, what the fuck? Oh, I guess it's real. And then, you know, Shadow shows up, and I'm like, okay, all right, they're doing the Shadow thing. All right, the rumors are real. Let's see it. And then I see like the space colony shit, and I was like, whoa, like, hey, this actually kind of looks good. Like visually looks good. I don't know about gameplay, but like looks nice. I was quite shocked.
It's closer.
So I want to be optimistic about it, but I don't know.
No time for games.
Yeah, and as Pry said, yeah, Sonic is the one series where every game you have to be like, I don't know, guys. I don't know if it's going to be good. And despite that, every time, despite that hesitancy, when we know every game's going to come out and it's going to be shit, or like the track record, I don't know, there's always Sonic fans that don't get it, and they get so confused when someone like me says like, I don't know, guys, I'm going to wait until we play it because I'm not feeling too good about this, or I'll say up front, like, this is going to be bad. I'm sorry, guys, this game's going to be bad. Like Frontiers, I said from the start, I can tell you exactly what the game's going to be like. And I was right. Like, you know, that initial IGN footage, like, that's still what the game is like. It's still the same game. There's other stuff as well, but like that core of the game, it's still there. It's just this kind of mindless boosting on rails, collecting shit, you know. It's not very interesting. Misty, do not lie on my keyboard, please. Yeah, Frontiers is about what I expected, yeah. Do you want to meow into the microphone? No? You can't see her, she's like just below the frame of the camera. If I pick her up and put her on a bed, you'll see her. Oh, no. Now she's lying back down again.
Let's do this.
I kind of need to access my keyboard, so I should probably pick you up. Oh, I'm gonna move the mic out of the way a bit. Oh, actually, no, my cables are kind of in the way. Yeah, hold on. Misty, come here. Just yanked my headphone cable out. Here she is. Want to say something? Okay. On your bed.
Here I go. Yeah. Here I
I think she's like 6 months old. 6, 7 months old at the moment.
Yeah.
We're fostering her. We've had her for maybe a month or two. She likes to sleep with me a lot now. And yeah, I have her bed right next to my desk because she's always coming in and like harassing me and trying to come and cuddle with me. Sadly, a lot of the positive reception came from all the non-Sonic in that game, because to appeal to a wider audience, Sonic has to not be Sonic. Yep. And it really frustrates me with that stuff, because then I see like these fan projects like a Sonic Utopia, or I mean, that Utopia is probably the one. It's a go-to one in this sense because I think it's still the one that has attracted the most mainstream attention. Like, you see non-Sonic... When Utopia came out, that initial demo, there were non-Sonic fans, like, interested in that and covering it and playing it. And I think it was because it captured Sonic's identity to them in a way that none of the 3D games have. You know, like that... I think that's why those games get attention and why people say, like, Sega hired this man and stuff. Also, I think I saw someone was asking before what I think about Sonic 1 and CD. I think they're okay. I think they're good to okay. There's elements about both of them I'm like, I don't really like that. But overall, I still think they're pretty good games. You know, maybe I'll finish this stream off with grabbing my old Sonic tier list, and maybe I'll update it. Should we do that? Should we do a quick little tier list thing? It's easy views, right? You do a Sonic tier list and everyone watches it and you get controversy. A Sonic movie game, or... Alright, I'm gonna... Give me a moment. I'll switch over to my full... Oh, right. I have the background thing turned off. No, I don't think I've updated it since Forces. And honestly, a lot of it was like... There we go, you can see it there. A lot of it was like games that I hadn't even really played. Because like, here's the other thing, guys. I don't play Sonic games every fucking day. You know, like, I feel like there's this thing with like Sonic, you know, making Sonic tier lists and all that kind of stuff, where there are Sonic fans who feel like you have to be intimately familiar with every single thing about every Sonic game, because like, well, you play them all the time, right? You know, whereas my Sonic tier list, there was a bunch of stuff where I was like, I haven't played this game in a while. Like, I don't know, I'll put it here because like, I think that's what I think about it. I don't go back and revisit all these games, partially because a lot of them I don't like. I don't think they're good, or at least not good to play. And also just because I have other shit like to play and other shit to do that I would rather do, you know? Like there are other things in the world. Sonic has always been like one of my absolute favorite things and will probably always be, but that doesn't mean that I love everything about it and will play fucking Sonic forever all the time, you know? There's other games that I'm much more interested in. If Sonic continued to get like good high quality releases that were very replayable, then I probably would be playing all that stuff. I'm not even gonna try and read that message. Where's the Sonic games list? Mainline Sonic games. I doubt any Sonic game would be in my top 20. The only one for me would be Sonic 3, I think. Sonic 3, for the longest time, was like my all-time favorite Sonic game. But even then, you know, there's other games out there that I really like. Okay, let me find my old tier list first, and we'll throw that up as an image. Yeah, I'm not playing Sonic every day. That's what I find, like there are Sonic fans who play like Frontiers for like hundreds of hours and shit. And like, you know, okay, I get it. Like, if you like it, it's fine. But I just go like, how? like, how do you do this? Like, what about it is that like good to you? I don't understand. Okay, I forgot I actually have images of some other tier lists that I'd done like ages ago. I don't think I ever shared them. It's like Sonic character designs, Sonic soundtracks and shit. I'll throw these up as well. Just give me a sec to organize my desktop. I have 1,000 hours in Ark, and trust me, that was a mistake. That game is a piece of shit. The difference is Ark was a social experience. Ark was I'm playing with my friends, you know, playing together, hanging out after school, for me after school and after uni and stuff like that kind of thing. That's what Ark was for me. Ark the game. Shit. It's bad. It's not a good game. And I would not recommend it to anyone. It is not fun. But it's kind of dumb fun with friends. That's what Ark is. All right, so let me change to... I should already have the desktop thing set up. There we go. Okay, I've just opened up Edge just as like a separate browser so it doesn't have like all my other tabs and junk open. And I've also got... Yeah, so I've got like these old tier lists of mine. Misty, why are you on... No, get off my keyboard. Sorry, come here. Come here, back on your bed. Good girl. Oh, I should probably put my camera key thing back on. Background removal. Zoom in. Oh yeah, hold on. Okay, hold on. So here's some other... Okay, this is... These are old tier lists I made ages ago. This is soundtracks. This is not games. Soundtracks. I'm pretty sure. Sorry, let me like... I gotta compensate for where my webcam is. I'm like looking on the stream. Okay. Okay, so this... Yeah, this is soundtracks, and I would have made this like... This is from 2020. So I don't know how much... I would agree with this. Yeah, 06, I would bump up 06. 06, I didn't like remember a lot of the good shit, and then I would go back and listen to it, and I'd be like, oh, these ones, yeah, not really my thing. And then I would hear like Radical Train and Flame Core and shit, and I'd be like, holy fuck, these are good. Oh, these are good. And like, I really like the accordion song and stuff, like that instrumentation of Elise's theme. So don't worry about 06. I would bump that up now for sure. What are people saying? Runners. Where did they put runners? Oh, it's an A. Yeah, how would I change this now? Yeah, the 06 Extras theme. I fucking love that song. $5. Thank you so much, Mama Luigi 9000. Frontiers feels like an Unreal 4 chore simulator. Among Us tasks. Absolutely. Hold on, I'm gonna fucking close this so there's fucking ads aren't there. It's annoying. Shadow is another one I would need to revisit. I was actually playing a bit of Shadow last night to get footage for my video. Just, Misty, get off my desk. No. Come on. Come on your bed. Good girl. I was recording a bit of Shadow last night, and some of it I was kind of like, oh, I forgot, like, hey, this track's not too bad. Like, I think I was in the Prison Island level. It had, like, a nice piano in it, and I was like, oh, I forgot what this one's like. Maybe I would bump Shadow up. Black Knight, maybe, as well. I don't know. I don't know. Like, C tier, it doesn't mean it's bad. It's just like, it's like the volume of like, how many songs in here do I really, really love? I think. And for me, Mania Adventure Unleashed, it is like 90%. And then yeah, A tier, it's more, I see Sonic CD Japanese, I feel like could maybe bump up. But these are like the best of the best. And then a lot of these are like, everything in A is still like fantastic, really, really good. It's just kind of that, again, this is from a few years ago. If I did this now, and if I actually re-listened to like the entire soundtracks, I would probably have a better idea of it. I like Sonic R's music a lot. That might be another, but I think it honestly, I think it comes to less about the tiers themselves and more about the difference between them. So it's like, for me, I know that I like Sonic Adventure's music way more than Sonic Adventure 2. I still like Adventure 2, but I like Adventure 1 way more. Adventure 1's one of my favorites, you know, and I know I like Mania more than 3. I know that I like 3D Blast, you know, Genesis more than Saturn, and so it's more about like kind of breaking up those tiers, I think. What else? What else have we got here? Sonic Designs? Hold on. Sonic Designs. And again, this is from 2020. Still. Giving more Black Knight's music a listen. Yeah, some of it's pretty good, I think, in Black Knight. Not all of it, but some of it's quite good. How do I feel about this one? I would switch, I think, these two. There's like separate sort of modern Sonic designs on here. I think I would switch these out. So this one here, that's more like the adventure era. I think I would switch that out for this newer Sonic there. Oh, what the fuck? And I would bump these two up. These two classic ones here, I think. This classic one, I think I would bump those up for sure. I would move down like Neo Classic Sonic. I would move that down. I would move up Sonic 2. Yeah, this is kind of weird. Maybe I probably did this really quick, to be honest. It was probably just like, OVA Sonic I would bump up. Movie Sonic would go in D. He would not be in C. He would be down in D for sure. Heroes, these two I'd probably bump up. Bump up that classic one, maybe. How do I feel about D tier? What's in D tier? Maybe that's the only reason Movie Sonic is in C, is because these Movie Sonics are in D. Maybe I need to add an extra tier. Yeah, Pariah, I'm gonna mention that in the video. I'm getting footage of Sonic R, Sonic the Fighters, Sonic World, and Sonic Jam purely just to say how good that art style is. Those Sonic the Fighters stages, like the low poly characters, they look fucking sick. They look so good. This classic's kind of ugly here, mostly for the weird fucking color, like the airbrushed kind of shit. But also it's just not a very good classic drawing. So I don't know. This one I would change quite a bit, I think, with this one. Yeah, I would bump up quite a few, pull down a few others. That one I would change quite a bit now, I think. So this would be easier if I just have my list over here so I can see it all the time. I've got a Metroid tier list. Yeah, if I full screen, yeah, my head's in the way. Hold on, why don't I just fucking move the face cam somewhere like a normal person? That's better. Oh, this is like pre-Dread as well. Okay. I think this is another one where I would need an extra tier, because I would not put Prime 3 in C tier, but I don't think I would put Prime 1 and 2 in anything higher than B tier. So I would need an in-between amount. Oh yeah, AM2R would be up there. Yeah. AM2R would be, Okay, how I would rank this now is it would be absolute top tier would be Super, Dread, maybe AM2R, or maybe an in-between tier between the top one with AM2R. And then Zero Mission, and then I'd probably have Fusion on the same tier as Prime 1 and 2, and then Prime 3 tier below that. And then obviously Other M would be fucking, don't even think about it. Don't even worry about Other M. Not real. Yeah, I haven't put OG Metroid 1 and 2 on there because I haven't really played them. Oh yeah, Samus Returns isn't on here. What the fuck? Yeah, that's weird. Samus Returns would probably be the same tier as Prime 3? I don't know. What are these other ones? I've got a few on here. Oh, Jurassic Park dinosaur designs. Jurassic Park and World. I probably won't linger on here for too long because everyone's gonna go like, "This isn't Sonic." I don't care. How do I feel about this? Mosasaur might be too high. Yeah, Indominus above Indoraptor, but I wouldn't put Indominus in C tier. I would have an E tier for these two and then put Indominus in D tier, I think. Baryonyx might go down a tier as well. Got any blue done? Well, Blue the Raptor isn't even on this list, but she would be down in fucking D tier probably. Oh, Jurassic Park characters. Oh yeah, there we go, like that. Jurassic Park character list. Look at that giant F tier. Holy shit. They count Rexy as one continuous character through the entire series. I would just put like JP1 Rexy and then put Jurassic World Rexy below. Just put a Sonic next to the face cam. Yeah, I should do that. Yeah, there's another dinosaur design one. My MCU tier list? Holy shit. I forgot I did that. That's quite funny. This is not a tier list. This is just a screenshot of one I found where I was like, dude, what the fuck? Like, I don't give a shit about that. Oh, this is an old Sonic character tier list I must have made. Sonic character tier lists are really tricky because, like, the characters are not consistent. It's basically like I'm gonna critique this with, like, the best versions of the characters in my head, you know? Sorry, I just realized the color space on the stream was not quite right either because I have an HDR monitor and it was converting it weirdly. It would have looked a bit washed out for you guys, so I just changed it. Sorry about that. That's my bad. Haven't streamed my desktop capture in a long time. I feel like going off the characters at their best. This, I don't know. Maybe I would move Big up just one because he's kind of like funny. Yeah, exactly. If you try to judge them as a whole, you kind of get fucked, you know, because it's like, well, they're kind of really inconsistent. Because Sonic is my favorite character, but it's like Sonic is shit in most games he's in, especially the current ones. And like, no, because I like Shadow more than Silver, but I like Sonic more than Shadow, so Silver would be the tier below. That works. And I like Espio more than Vector, and I like Vector more than Charmy, but yeah, I don't know. Like, Shadow could maybe bump up, but I think this is like pretty good. I don't know. I feel like I still kind of stick by that. Mania Zones. Notice how it's like 3 of the 4 new ones are in the S tier. Almost like we should have gotten, you know, a new game. Not like... Honestly, Mania feels more original than Superstars. Superstars is so uninspired. Oh, okay. Open your heart, live and learn what I'm made of. Maybe, I don't know, you can do anything. I might have to put that one up. Sonic Boom maybe down one? If Unknown from Emmy didn't have the rap, then maybe I would bump up again. Yeah, Speak With Your Heart. Fuck that. The symphony version, though, the symphony version of Speak With Your Heart, actually kind of good. That's a bit of a guilty pleasure, that one. Dude, a bunch of those Shadow songs, I don't even fucking know. I just dropped them down there. I was like, dude, I don't fucking know these songs. I don't revisit the Shadow the Hedgehog soundtrack. So maybe I would like some of them. I don't know. Green Light Ride. I do not like that song. That was a weak Crush 40 song. if you ask me. Sweet Dreams Akon mix? Dude, that should probably be down another tier, to be honest. My Destiny is not a good Sonic song. It's kind of alright, though, as its own thing. The instrumental of... I'm not listening to them right now. The instrumental of Elisa's theme, My Destiny, I actually really like. I really like that track. My Sweet Passion, I might have to bump that one up. I don't know. I might have to do it. Oh, Sonic voice actors? Nah, Ben Schwartz down one. Ryan Drummond's still at the top, and then everyone else down there. All the other guys down the bottom. Yeah. Metroid 1, Sonic Designs. Another Sonic design? There must have been two separate ones. Oh, maybe that was just a formatting thing to make it easier to look at. That soundtracks. I don't know where my old game tier list is. Of Sonic. Sonic tier list. No. Not sure. I think it was in the Forces video. Hey, we're gonna look for it on Microsoft Edge, where I'm not signed in. We're gonna get a bunch of shitty ads and whatever. Hey, there's me. Okay, I think. Why am I doing it like this? I should have the file on my fucking computer. Whatever. Forces. Don't need to hear that. Oh, you guys can't even hear the sound. That's right. I've set it up to not even have sound through the through that thing. Why do I have an 8K monitor? It's 4K. I have a 4K 120 frames per second 42-inch TV on my desk. It's quite fucking big. Okay, where did I... There we go. Okay. That's the old game ranking tier list from the Forces video. So, Three Knuckles Mania, top tier, I still agree with that. Generation Sonic 2, high tier just below that, I think I would also still agree with that. It's everything after that where I get iffy. As much as I like Adventure 1 more than 2, I think I would still put them on roughly the same tier. I think that's why I have Adventure 1 before 2, just to kind of show, like, I'd put this one above it just a bit. Pariah, I know Advance 3 is your favorite Advance game. I do not have fond memories of it. Maybe I'd like it more if I revisited it. I like a lot of its ideas. I really like the co-op kind of idea thing with the characters, but not for me. E tier, I think I would still stand by. Here, hold on. Let's remake this one now from scratch. So, Rush Adventure, I don't know. Haven't played it in ages, so I'm kind of leaning to C. 06, E tier. Advance 3, probably sticking with D for now. Sonic 2 up there. Oh, it's got Sonic and Knuckles. Okay, we'll just have to do it like that. Colors is low B. Secret Rings D. Heroes. I would... I don't know. Lost World D. Never played. That feels about right. That feels about right. Sonic 3. I'll just, you know, whatever. Unleashed. No, I'd put Unleashed above those ones. Frontiers. Yep. Oh, Three Knuckles. Okay, well then just fucking chuck those guys down there. I don't know. Generations. CD. I mean, that's kind of what what I had before, right? Secret ring is a little too high. I feel like I stand by this. Rush above colors. I need to replay Rush. I mean, yeah, the individual. Okay, so if we were to go like this, so I would put Sonic 3 just a hair above Mania, even though. Oh yeah, where is Sonic 4? Yeah, what the fuck? This is missing shit. Hold on. Let's try and find a. Okay, every Sonic game ever. All right. Finally, something interesting. Fucking Sonic. Okay, well, I haven't played some of these. Oh my god. Okay. This is fucked. Okay, let's... Advanced 3's hard, man. That's tricky. I don't know. Chaotix, I haven't finished Chaotix. I've only played a tiny bit of it. You know? Advanced 3 gets its own tier above everything else. Sorry, there's fucking stupid ads all around here. How do I, like... Go away. No, go away. I was like, how can I just play some music in the background? Like, just some... So we're not just in silence here. But I can't play my traditional, like, jazz playlist, because that'll get me struck down. Hold on. Open up Fubo. And let's get... Add... where do I do it? Audio application capture? And we'll grab Fubo. Okay. So now anything I put in here, you should be able to hear it. Coming through. I should be playing Sonic music for the Sonic fans, but you know. Okay. Free Riders, fuck that shit, man. This is better than Sonic music. Sonic music's great. But Outer Wilds... I'm not putting the compilations and shit on here, man. Sonic Battle, I haven't really played enough of. I don't know. That one's tricky. I don't know. Ignore that. Don't worry about Sonic Battle too much. Don't worry about that. Haven't really played the Game Gear games that much either. Mario and Sonic, dude, I don't know. It's a fine party game. Imagine a time loop of making Sonic tier list. That'd be scary. Okay, is Sonic 3 and Knuckles on here, or is it just Sonic 3 separate? Fucking Sega Sonic Popcorn Shop? Dude, Sonic fucking Waku Waku Sonic Patrol Car? Sonic the Fighters... I don't know, it's fine. It looks nice. Runners... I don't know. Again, it's fine. It's a fine mobile game. Fucking Sonic X for the Leapster? Dude. Oh, is this like Sonic 2 Remastered? I'll just put it in the same tier. Whatever. Fucking... Sonic 3. There we go. Sonic 3 Knuckles. You go up there. Unleashed 360... but then, I don't know. What did I have it as before? In C tier. Yeah. Oh, that's Runner's Adventures? Oh, shit. Wait, okay, never mind. I haven't even played that. Unleashed Wii? I would put a rank below, I think. Adventure 2. That's battle specifically, but whatever. Generations 3DS, still haven't played. Haven't played these. Not played the Boom games, because fuck that. Haven't played the later ones of these. Adventure DX can go a tier below Adventure regular. Oh, is that Mania Plus? Fucking... Whatever, man. Generations... Colors DS. Maybe... Oh, I haven't played Colors DS in so long. I don't know. I have played it, but... Maybe I'm just gonna leave it at the same tier at the moment, but then it feels... No, I'll put Rush on the same tier as that, I think. Yeah. But again, I need to revisit Rush. Transformed. You can go in A tier, I reckon. A or B. All Stars Transformed. Okay, this is actual Sonic Runners, right? You can go in C tier. You're fine. Yeah, it's a fine game. Forces E tier. 4 episode 2 is D, but 4 episode 1... I don't even know where it is. Sonic Dash? Fucking, I don't know, you're more boring. I haven't played Rivals. Rush. Okay, Rush, yeah, you go B2, that's fine. Probably. Yeah, look, I should probably actually be zoomed out enough that you can see the list while I'm changing it. For a bit more consistency. Yeah, man, you hear that Outer Wilds music again and you're just like, oh, fuck. Like, it takes you back. Haven't played Rise of Lyric, but it's going in E tier. I mean, come on. Zero Gravity? No, I like it less than those ones, so it's a tier below. Wait, no. Adventure 2 down there. Oh, it's the same. Oh, fuck off. It's so annoying. CD. Sonic R. Mostly for the music. But do I really want to play it though? I don't know. I don't think about that one too hard. I'm not doing compilations. I'm not doing things I haven't played. Is Frontiers even on here? Have I put Frontiers anywhere? Yes, please play Outer Wilds. Yeah, so I probably shouldn't play the whole soundtrack, should I? We'll switch over to your Sonic music. Give me a sec. Yeah, please. Don't even give a fuck about Sonic anymore. You know, Sonic just out of your brain. Don't even think about Sonic. Sonic doesn't exist anymore. All that matters is that you play Outer Wilds. Let's do Sonic CD Japanese, except it's fucking out of order for some reason on my computer. Why is it out of order? Never mind. You know what? Here's a better idea. Waiting for it to fucking load. Still waiting. Why is this taking so long? Here we go. Yoink. Nope. DS version of the Olympics. CT, I did play that, and that one as well. I mean, whatever, they're fine, I guess. Lost World 3DS I've not played. Black Knight. Get that shit out of here. Oh no, Black Knight's like better than... no, I think that's right. No, what are you talking about? This is Sonic music. Yeah, Outer Wilds, I mean, you can spoil bits of it pretty easily. I wouldn't say the Timber Hearth music itself is like a huge spoiler or anything. I mean, it's like the title screen theme. It's the first thing you're really going to hear. But, but obviously, I mean, I'm very careful with this. This is my kind of piano shit. I love this. Like the fucking... That's awesome. The final stage music? Whoops. That would be what? Not Jigs on Penny, that's the one before. It'd be Palace Sneak Time Swing, right? What if I know? Oh, Sonic Shuffle. C, I guess. I don't know. I've only played a little bit of it. I don't think I've really played many of these other ones, or they're just compilations, in which case, like, I don't really care. 3D Blast, sorry, I don't really care for it. Riders... why did I put Zero Gravity? Did I put it on here? I thought I did. Oh, I put it in D. Maybe. I don't know. I don't, like, hate it or anything. I shouldn't stream too much longer. I do need to get something to eat soon, but, you know, while we're here. Figured I should do these. Spinball, not a fan. I want to say that's, like, non-compil... See, Chaotix, like... I don't know, man. For now, it's down here, because I haven't fucking actually played it. I know, Pariah, you said it's quite good. I should revisit it one day, but I didn't really like what I played. I can put on the Palace one. I can skip to it, and then skip back. I do quite like this one. I feel like this is kind of... All Stars Transformed, maybe down one. It's good, but it's not as good as those. Yeah, I think Chaotix just feels quite aimless to me. I'm not crazy about it. What am I using to play music? Foobar. Fuck. This. That's what I use. Let's find some other Sonic tier lists real quick. Oh, these are all the ones people have made. I don't care about that. Sonic Smash or Pass? Yeah, I like what Chaotix is going for, but it is quite busy. Quiz Twitter takeover. Oh, who do you think I am? God. Sonic characterization. Oh God. Okay. Oh, this is easy. I don't know who would go in S. Yeah, Colors and Lost World are the same thing, yeah. I don't know who to put in S. Because these classic ones, these like comics, so they're not... It's not like the games, you know? Or like... Yeah. Hold on, okay, now I gotta go back. Yeah, I don't know. This one's weird. It doesn't really cover enough, in my opinion. Hottest Sonic girls. Colors is in B, I think, probably just because there's only like... Probably because I just place it above the stuff in C, I guess. I don't know. Like, I don't dislike colors a ton, but I don't know. Colors is tricky. Here, look, we'll do hottest Sonic girls. Okay, ready? Fucking speedrun. Yeah, you get the idea. I thought that was fucking Fang, and I realized that's like sister or something from the comics. Every vocal song updated for Final Horizon. Yeah, this is kind of like the one I looked at before. See, half of these I'm not even gonna know, because like I don't listen to that shit, dude. I don't know. I mean, Rouge is the only Sonic character that, like, animal character that is basically, like, more so than all the others, is basically just a human with an animal's head. Like, Rouge's body is just a human woman with a bat head and wings, you know? Sonic design iterations. Okay, let's do a revised one of this. It's fucking ads, man. Fuck off. Go away. Alright. B, D... S or A? No, I'll go S. He's good. It's the old SRB2 art. It's tricky. That one too, but I think I'll stick them below. What do we feel about that? Sonic shoes tier list? Is there one? Yeah, vanilla is also just a, you know, an average human mother, but with rabbit ears, you know. I quite like this track. This is like gut feeling design wise, I think, but I'm pretty think I'm pretty happy with that. There's one modern Sonic in S tier. Riders, like, the general aesthetic, but not necessarily, like, the glasses and the boards and shit would put it in S tier. I think. Yeah. Just checking if I have anything running in the background. Is that? Oh, but what the fuck? I thought I got rid of that. One second. Yeah, the individual ranking of these, like in order, I don't really know about that, but just a general tiering thing, I think that's where I would go. Is there a Sonic shoes list? We'll do like 1 or 2 more of these, and then I've got to go off and have lunch. I'm not seeing Sonic shoes, guys. Sorry. Sonic soundtracks again. I did go through my old one. I don't know how much I would change that now, to be honest. Every boost level tier list. Man, I'm getting fucking sweaty in here. It's supposed to be cooling. The weather's supposed to be cooling down now, and we're still not there. Oh yeah, Superstars wasn't on any of those before. It must have been old ones. Superstars, I don't know, D tier, probably. Sonic voices. I don't even know who you are. What is this shit, man? Oh, there is a Sonic Shoes tier list. Alright, here we go. Last one. Oh my god, there's more than I thought. What the fuck? Why is there so many? This is Penny in a Pinch from Penny's Big Computer Book. Oh, this next track's good. Refracting Feelings. This one's good. Dude, I fucking like, I don't. What the fuck are these, man? The Excalibur boots. No, only as part of the whole design, so I don't know. Those, okay, these are kind of cool. Ew, what the fuck is that? Are these meant to be like Shadow's shoes? I don't know, Sonic Human shoes? What the Lego shoes? Boots are fine. What the fuck? There's so many of these. Metal cleats. Okay, I actually don't mind the movie shoes. I actually think they're alright. Dude, what the fuck? Ugh! Soap shoes are okay. fucking elf shoes. Like, I don't know. How's that for a fucking Sonic feet tier list? Sonic shoes. Oh yeah, ignore all the fucking military propaganda on the ads, Jesus. I don't know, like, that's what I think about Sonic's fucking shoes. Are we happy with that? Is that good? Oh, while I'm here, I'm just trying to think, is there any last minute other stupid shit that I can show? Do I have any other dumb little things to share? It's not one of my favorite Penny tracks. Where's, yeah, Jigsaw and Penny. I got nothing else. We'll end it here. We'll wrap it up here. I'm hungry. I need to eat. I played Sonic Adventure 2 Hero Side Story. I might be back to stream some of the classic games. Maybe, what were the other ones I needed? Some of the small little bits of like Secret Rings, Black Knight, probably just do on the side, but I might need to record some of the classic games as well. I think that's mostly it. But yeah, I'm mostly just trying to get onto the video. Oh, hi Steve. I didn't realize you guys were heck diving. Yeah, I need to eat. I'm gonna go do that and then get back to working on this video. So, thank you all for coming. Thank you for watching. Please watch the videos, share them around. Any little bit you can do helps. And ignore the fucking propaganda on the side here. Get out of there. Go to my Lost World wallpaper instead. Alright, thank you everyone. See you next stream, maybe this week, maybe next week, I don't know. Bye.